Stats and Sidelines starts now.
The Rewind Show.
Sports, news, and more. Stats and Sidelines starts
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Stats and Sidelines. We're here at Santan Mountain Casino.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I want to send a special shout out to Santan Mountain Casino, them and Gila River and the Gila River family.
Yes, sir.
Special shout out to Daphne once again for making this happen. We appreciate it. City Buzz in the building, making it happen behind the scenes.
Ever since I walked in the door, my palms been itching.
I'm going to say 24-21 or 27-21. I'm still going to say
24 or 27.
Carolina Panthers. I mean, you never know the ebbs and flows on how these games going to go.
Why, Mike? 24-27, which one, bro?
I don't think he knows.
24-21. I mean, I don't think it's going to be a high-scoring game.
Okay. What about you,
Frank? You already said double digit. What you think, 10 or 14?
I'm taking San Fran at least 35-14.
Ooh.
And we forgot. Hold on.
Maybe 35-7.
Wow. You know, this is the reason why I am the co-host of the show. We forgot that we do have another NFL legend in here. Shout out to Mr. Clatt of the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh, my God.
The Dallas Cowboys. Mr. Clatt, can you stand up so they can see who you are and let them know who you play for? Can you tell them who you played for, Mr. Clatt? Hold on, they're going to bring you a mic. They're going to bring you a mic, brother. Who you play for, brother?
The Dallas Cowboys.
Thank you.
The Dallas Cowgirls.
Respect that star and that helmet now.
I'm disgusted.
Stop.
Yes.
I'm absolutely disgusted.
As you know, they didn't introduce you today because of what happened last night.
Man, we don't need to talk about that.
But I'm here. I'm here.
That's why I asked you. That's why I said we good.
I'm here.
I said we
as
good.
long as I'm on the panel, we are good.
We good.
Hey, let's
get us question one on this panel. We need to stay with question one.
Clatt,
all right.
Playing for the star, you know. Okay.
Hey, look, since they didn't brought it up, let's jump into it, man.
Let's jump right into it.
The doggone Cowboys.
The who?
The
doggone Cowboys.
Doggone. The Cowboys.
Mr. Clatt, hold on to your mic, please. I need you.
I want to go around the building real quick, man. Frank, I'm going to start with you this time. Tell me this. What did we learn about the Eagles? And then what did we learn about the Cowboys from the game yesterday?
We learned that the Cowboys found a way to play 4 quarters of football finally, and that the Eagles kind of took the gas off the pedal when they had a chance to put them away, and they did not do that.
I heard there wasn't no gas in that tank.
That's just what it is, though. That's just all it is. 4 quarters of football you got to play. You can't win in the first, second, and third. And look, the Cowboys start making plays. The Eagles didn't do their part and close them out, and that's just all it is.
Talk about the difference of 2 halves yesterday, bro. It was crazy.
It's definitely possible. I mean, you got both teams can be explosive. They got the receivers on both sides that can score at any time.
Right.
But the reality is that when momentum changes in the NFL, it could change severely, and you can never get that back. And
it's
the Eagles
thing,
never got a chance to
momentum is very important in football.
Yes. Mr. Daniels,
yes.
What'd you learn yesterday, man?
Hold on. He didn't say what he know. He only told us about the Eagles. What did you learn about the Cowboys last night?
They played 4 quarters of football.
Yeah, that was the first thing he said.
I didn't hear.
Oh, you just wanted to hear it.
I didn't hear.
I heard him. Or did you want to hear
it?
That's all.
That's all he wanted to do is get it again.
It's finally that they played 4 quarters of football.
Okay.
Finally.
Took a while.
It's all good.
You know,
Mr. Daniels, what you learned yesterday?
I was asking you for a little extra.
This is what I learned. The Cowboys are who they are.
Okay.
All right. So let's move past that.
Okay.
Let's talk about the Eagles. That's who's going to be in the playoffs.
We pass by the Cowboys.
Yeah, because let's talk about who's going to be.
They're a 500 team right now.
Be careful on your statements now.
Okay. They're going to be playing post football.
Oh,
so
wow.
let's talk about them.
Eagles.
The Eagles.
Okay.
So if we talk about them and we look at Saquon Barkley, 22 yards of rushing, man.
Right.
I mean, it seems like, they were throwing the ball early and they stayed with that. They did not go back to their balanced football.
Right.
And when you look at how they played, you cannot consistently do that throughout a game and think you're going to keep it going. So they scored that 21 in the first half and then didn't get back to who they are, where they pound the ball and they have their play action. They're doing all that stuff which moves the ball and keeps the ball in their hands. They were giving the ball up. And so if your receivers ain't on all day long, which is very hard to do in the NFL,
right,
you're going to be inconsistent in the second half, and you see what happened. They got nothing.
But before you go, Mike, to something that Buddha said, I did have on here, man, it was amazing when I saw this. I watched the game, and I still can't believe Saquon had 22 yards rushing. Think about that. Saquon Barkley had 22 yards rushing. Now, I give you Dak threw for 354, 3 touchdowns. Jalen threw for 289 with 3 touchdowns, 2 rushing. But there's no way Philly can win with Saquon running for 22 yards.
I mean, how many times are they going to play a team that's stout at the defensive tackle position?
Okay.
Meaning the Cowboys.
What's in his drink? What's in your drink? What you drinking?
I will say this.
No,
Since
only
we've
saying that
acquired Quentin Williams.
Quentin Williams.
Quentin Williams and Kenny Clark. Now, I'm not saying the front is stout. I'm saying the interior. Right.
Those two.
Well, that's
Those
not
two guys.
Well, let's just be honest. Like, this is not indicative of what the Dallas Cowboys has. He's been trashed the whole year off running as a running back from the position of a guy that was amazing.
He's still
almost
on
2,000 yards.
I think he's
he
still
only
in
had
Cabo.
100 yard.
I think he's still in Cabo.
Not the same.
I told y'all that yesterday. I think Saquon Barkley and the offensive line is still in Cabo. I think they're still partying.
That's 100% possible.
But listen up.
Cabo.
You scored 21 points, and some of that's over turnovers and playing the short side of the field. And what, quarter and a half? And you scored nothing else.
Yeah.
0.
The rest of the game.
They didn't get close.
And I think Frank is the one said it. They took the gas off the pedal.
Yeah.
And then I think Chizo said a big mole turned around on the Cowboys side, and then he couldn't do anything. You're not going to win ball games if you're going 3 and out. You can't get those first downs. You can't extend plays. It's just not going to happen. Yeah. We already know the Eagles been winning games barely. It hasn't been dominant games like they did
really ugly.
last
They just
year.
found a way to win every game.
They've been finding a way to win, but a lot of teams been finding a way to win.
Yeah.
And that's what we've been dealing with this league. It is any given Sunday. Lately, it's been any given Sunday that a team has potential to win and turn things around. We talking about the Carolina Panthers and the 49ers. We saying Carolina Panthers win this game, they're top of the division.
Yeah.
Now, we would have thought that in the beginning?
No, never.
Not at all.
Never. No.
Any given Sunday is a change of the guards, whatever you want to say. It's a difference.
Now let me.
I do have. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Just to go off of what we all saying, there's a part of the struggle that the Eagles have been having offensively that no one wants to talk about. Losing their offensive coordinator and this guy that's coming in, their offense is too simple. They're running mirror routes on both sides of the field. The way that they were explosive in the run game was because they were doing so many things. They were giving you RPOs. They were doing stretches. They were running whams. They was just doing a lot of things. And then with that, when you got a guy like A.J. Brown, then you got a guy like Smith, and then you got Goddard. There's so many ways you can put teams in positions. I can field dress RPO, even though it's not an RPO.
Yes.
Right? Well, now they're just lining up, I'm better than you, and running the ball. And this is not high school football.
Right.
This is not college football. You can't just line up and say, I'm about to run inside zone, I'm about to run duo, and think you're going to consistently be successful. This is not high school football.
That's exactly what I wanted to ask Frank.
Okay.
Exactly what you just said, though, Chizo.
I'm sorry.
No. But exactly what you just said, I want to ask Frank. As a receiver, because we know A.J. Brown had been complaining, right, for a while. Mm-hmm. But to what Chizo just said, they broke it down real good last night after the game and then this morning as far as their offense. There's no motion.
Nothing.
They're not getting those receivers, either a two-way go or a motion to get free from the DBs, and there's no separation. They're running basic offense. Like he said, we're going to line up and we're just going to beat you. My question to you, Frank, being a former great receiver, how much easier would it be for them to send an AJ in motion, Devontae in motion, so they can get off of that press a little bit easier and have a two-way go sometime?
I mean, it is if that's what's in the system, that's what's being called for, But I think the mindset is that, we're talking about the Super Bowl champs.
Yes.
And week whatever, they still playing high level football. It's not at the ultimate level. They probably still in Cabo, like they say. They probably won't turn this thing on until week 14. That everyone really comes to that mindset that we only got 6 more games to play and we're gonna dominate everybody. That's possible to switch that moment, but is it easy to change? Yeah, you can change that, but again, Devontae could be a 1A or 1B, and AJ's a 1A receiver-wise. Right. They can get off and do their own things without themselves. the complaining of A.J. Brown and what the system was last year, you went through camp, you got a new offensive coordinator. It is what it is. Go out and make plays. Stop dropping footballs when they throw the ball to you.
I agree.
Just go out and make plays, dog. If it's one-on-one, do it.
I agree with you saying.
It can be cute. You don't have to make it cute
with how simple that offense is. We're still talking about the number one seed in the NFC right now as we speak.
Right.
But when you guys played, but I'm just a guy. I played, but not at that level. But you guys played. It's hard to consistently beat somebody when he knows what you're going to do. That offense is too simple. If you watch the games, you've seen in the second half where Logan Wilson was basically telling the defense, the ball's coming here. The ball, and he's not the guy who used to play for the Carolina Panthers. What was his name? The linebacker,
Kuechly.
He ain't no Kuechly.
Yeah, no.
You know, for him to be calling this out and. Come on, man. The offense is too simple. And, yes, they do have a lot of talent. So this is what I'll say.
When you see situations like that, and Rome and I have been in those situations, when the offense when the coordinator has to dumb it down, somebody's not getting it.
I don't think
right guard, right tackle can't understand how to play.
Hold on, but at this point,
this week in the season,
I just think that's the offensive coordinator's system.
Mike said something key.
Go ahead. But when you say that,
ask that again.
No, I just said at this point, at this week in the season, that they can't get it or understand it.
No, I mean, bro,
I know they got a new offensive coordinator, as you indicated.
Hey, look, we've been in situations where it don't matter.
Right.
But he's getting paid, that's what you got to do. And the offense has to flow this way because sometimes people can't handle blitz pickups, dog stunts, twists, can't pass off the right way.
But this is the same.
You have to match the right protection to what the pass play is.
Just what
it has to match.
But this is
sometimes if you don't get that right,
there's
going to be a lot of pressure.
But this is the same championship group. Sometimes,
but you're talking about a group instead of talking about you already mentioned that with the coordinator changing, you got changes in mentality, you got changes in how plays are being called.
But listen,
so execution, you got guys who can execute, but if they don't believe, that's a problem.
You're right about that, right? So on my side job, right, I build houses. I build manufactured homes. Sometimes when I go in these homes, right, if the plumbing's good, I'm not messing with the plumbing. If the flooring's good, I'm not messing with the flooring. So that's offensive coordinator. Yes, you got the job.
Right.
It's cool to implement what you want to do, but maybe you need to watch some of last year's film. And the plumbing last year was good with the Eagles. The roofing was good with the Eagles. So why am I calling a new roofing in to put new roof? He needs to watch some of that last year film and put some of them plays in.
But you know what?
Let's go with that one. A.J. Brown, even in the playoffs, wasn't getting all those targets last year, and
he can play last year.
And they were still winning. They winning without A.J. getting all those targets. And no disrespect, because I think A.J. is still a prolific receiver, and he got his eight catches for what, 110
and a touchdown.
But to a losing cause.
Yeah.
To a losing cause. I mean, sometimes we want Frank Sanders to be a decoy. We already know what Frank Sanders going to do, but I need him to be that decoy and take them two DBs, and hopefully that linebacker want to come underneath him.
And that's what they did.
Get triple team, and then we got somebody open.
Yeah, and that's what they did last year. A lot of times they were with Saquon. They ran a lot of RPOs last year, where we gonna send a guy like Frank that's explosive with speed to run a glance route, and then we run a duo right behind it. They're not doing that at all this year.
They haven't run many RPOs
at all.
Oh, is he?
This year. That's a completion.
That was wow.
I can't see.
Watching this game, I mean, that was just a nice play.
That's rough on the pass.
We're going to show this replay.
But it's 15 yards. It's 15 yards.
He get 15 yards with it?
He got himself out of that.
And for our viewers that don't know what an RPO is, it's called a run pass option. We're gonna the first part of the play is run, pass, and the option. Who got killed? That's roughing the passer.
Is it? No.
Yes, it's roughing the passer.
No.
At that point, he is a runner.
At that point, he is a runner.
At this point right now, he is a runner. So he can get tackled. He can get hit.
They picked the flag up. No.
They got holding.
He can get hit.
They called holding. They called
holding?
Holding. Second.
Okay. It wasn't no roughing the passer.
It wasn't roughing the passer.
Wow.
Stop pansing the quarterbacks, man. Take it like a man.
Man, look.
He's
The
running.
league is good when the quarterbacks are playing.
Yeah, but you can't. You might as well put a flag on them.
Get upfield.
I mean, you might as well put a flag on them. Every time they get hit, it's not a personal foul. Like, every time they get hit, it's not a personal foul.
You're right. It depends who get hit. When Dak Prescott get hit, it's a personal foul.
Man, listen.
No.
Listen.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said that about Dak. Speaking of Dak, let me ask you, Buddha, I'm going to start with you and ask you a question about Mr. Prescott. He had a great game yesterday.
Yes.
I won't take nothing away from him.
Oh, here we go.
Clack, I won't take nothing away from Dak. He had a good game yesterday.
No.
Look, Dak threw for 354 yesterday.
He about to go.
23 of 36. Here's my question, though. Where does Dak Prescott rank amongst the quarterbacks of the Cowboys? Because
He's
he
leading
passed
yardage.
Romo last night for an all-time leading passer for the Cowboys. Where does he rank as a quarterback for the Cowboys?
I would say he's number 2.
Number 2?
Number 2.
2?
In my opinion, within the last 30 years.
Okay, hold on.
He talking behind Danny White.
You talking about just Cowboys?
Just Cowboys. Just Cowboys.
Yeah, I'd say
Who's number 1?
Troy Aikman.
And then Dak?
And then Dak. Only because
I'm gonna
I'm
gonna let you go.
He brings a lot to the table with his legs, with his arms.
Yeah.
I mean, he's the rest of these Cowboy quarterbacks were just passers. That's all they did, and they played in a different era. So if you're talking about
Aikman,
right now,
Dak.
who would be number 1 and number 2? Aikman, because he won all the championships,
And then Dak number 2.
And then Dak number 2.
Banks, what you think? Now, you played against Aikman, right?
Too many times.
How many times you beat him?
1998
in the playoffs.
One time.
How many times he beat you?
A lot.
You know what? He's talking to me. I don't need you to answer my question. I'll be honest. Let me get that straight and foremost. Yeah.
Who you got?
Don't worry
Where you
about
got Dak ranked at?
Grab that phone.
So with that taking over Romo, Troy Aikman, and if you go on Troy Aikman's stats, even though he won all those games, he wasn't killing the game.
Right.
He just got a good running back, and he had some good receivers and a good offensive line.
Hold on.
Great
Wait. Hold on.
So,
but you're not going to take nothing away from Aikman. He spin that thing. He put that thing on target. And he got 3 Super Bowl rings. I mean, he put that thing on target now.
Come on now. Where your mic at, Clap? Where your mic at, Clap?
Let him talk.
Okay, my bad.
I'm on TV.
Answer the question.
You know what? I'm going to answer the question. I don't care. I don't want to go with none of them. I'm going with Danny White.
Well, who said Danny White?
number 1?
Arizona's best.
So where you got Dak at?
Number 3.
Who's number 2? Aikman or Romo?
Aikman.
So you got Danny White, Aikman, and then Dak?
Man, y'all smoking
And
crack
then
over
Romo.
And then Romo. Okay. Frank.
Somebody need to check what they got in that cup.
They smoking crack over there or something, drinking something. I don't know what they.
First of all, I don't like none of them regardless, so I don't know why you ain't put me
Let
in
me
this
talk to the
conversation.
only
But that
receiver
wasn't
on the
the
panel,
question.
please. Mr. Sanders. What you think, man? Dak. Where Dak rank at as a Cowboy quarterback?
He's going to be 2 without a doubt. I mean, statistical numbers on the table. He's getting way more opportunities as a quarterback that sits in the shotgun 78% of the times compared to Troy Aikman having and letting that thing go. Troy Aikman is a Super Bowl champion. You cannot deny that without a doubt. I mean, there's so many things he's done and added to that team. When they were them boys, they was a bunch of dudes doing a whole bunch of stuff.
Yes, sir.
And he was able to perform and get those guys on the point. So without on the statistical, Dak is putting up a hell of a lot of numbers. But regardless of it, championships are what make them boys what they are. And Troy Aikman was the one to bring those to the table.
Chizo, let me talk to the only Cowboy fan on the panel. Talk to me, bro. Where Dak at?
If we're going to talk statistics, it's hard not to put Dak 1-2, right? But if we're talking about just throwing that ball, you got to go Aikman 1, Romo 2, Dak 3. But we are forgetting a guy. I think Clapp played with him. Roger Staubach.
Yes. How can you not include Roger Staubach in that list?
You got to include.
I mean, we didn't go.
Let's go.
4.
Let's go.
There we go.
Let's go. So I would go. As a Cowboy fan, I would go Aikman 1, Staubach 2, Romo 3, Dak 4.
Oh wow. Okay.
So you still got Romo ahead of Dak, even though Dak passing?
Yes, I think Jerry put Romo in some bad situations as a starting quarterback, right? the second year Romo became a starter, he took away 3 of his Pro Bowl offensive line, and Romo still had the ball. Romo had to deal with a Terrell Owens, that was very good for us, but there was a lot of things he had to deal with. Witten, young Witten. I would say Romo 3, Dak 4. Dak probably had, outside of Amen, probably had the smoothest transition as a Dallas Cowboy quarterback.
I mean, Romo's probably the smartest out of all of those.
I agree.
Quarterbacks.
He's probably the best. He probably had the better arm.
The best football IQ.
You think he was smarter than Aikman?
He has the best football IQ out of all those.
Romo's very smart.
Well,
Aikman. I love Troy. Troy's amazing. I love the disciplinary that Troy was and always being on top of the game. But let's be honest here. Troy had it the easiest.
Man, you talking about
what? He had playmaker. He did.
Oh, you talking about the weapons he had?
Yeah. He had playmaker. He had if we ever want to sit down and talk about a unit as an offensive line from when football started to today, there's not a better unit than Aikman played behind. And on top of that, Aikman turned around and handed the ball off to the number one, men line, women line. But if we just talk about numbers, Emmitt Smith is the best running back of all time.
Listen,
We're just talking numbers. You're
not wrong.
Listen, I'm not saying he's the best. I'm just saying number-wise, just numbers.
Listen,
Emmitt Smith.
Let me say this. First of all, I'm going to ride with Buddha on this.
He was not touched
personally,
for 5 yards.
I think it's
I know he wasn't touched because of the what? The
line.
Listen.
But we're just talking numbers.
Anybody could have been in that backfield.
Barry Sanders is the greatest running back of all time.
He had to be.
But if we just talking numbers, Emmitt Smith's that man. Who is that, by the way? Touchdown?
I got Aikman and Dak. Dak number 2. I'm with Frank. Dak is clearly number 2. I have him above Romo.
Hold on. Do you have the answer to this?
I just said.
No, this is
his answer. What you said that you think.
No,
But what is the answer?
There's no stat. We're going by stat. Dak passed Romo last night for all-time leading passer. Dak is number 1 all-time Cowboys leading passer as of last night. All-time. He's number 1. All-time rank, I have him number 2 behind
Get that thing to Dado. Get that thing to Rico.
While we sitting here talking, though, Carolina's at the goal line. He just threw a pick.
Why would you do that?
He just threw a pick.
Run the ball.
This is what's wrong with the
Run
national
the
football.
ball.
Yes, give it to Dado. How many times I said? Give it to Rico Dado. This is the problem with the NFL. Guys want to outsmart themselves.
Give the ball
to Rico.
OCs.
No, it's not about OCs.
But you see, called the play.
We're on the 1 yard line. Hand it on.
Who called the plays? Who called the play? The OC. Trying to be cute.
Just give the ball to Rico.
Run the ball.
Run the ball.
Wow.
You could have fell in the end zone.
San Fran up 7-0. Bryce Young just threw a pick.
A dummy play.
The 1 yard line. Frank, who we mad at? We mad at Bryce? We mad as the offensive coordinator on this one?
Without a doubt, when you got Rico, man, what he's been able to do in the NFL this year, you at least got to
run the ball.
You got to give 2 plays to him, and without a doubt.
Exactly. If you want,
that's the benefit of the doubt.
You got the first down. You're sitting on the 3 yard line.
Run the ball.
Yourself 2 runs.
As an offensive lineman,
you want that. For
you would look at this and go, why?
I promise you, when he said it in the huddle, everybody's like,
why? Why would you do that?
We already in 23 personnel.
1 yard.
Run the ball.
Run the ball.
1 yard.
There you go.
That builds confidence. It breaks the defense down. You break the defense down. I don't get it. That makes no sense.
Fellas, that's the NFL today. That is definitely the NFL today. I want to, we're going to slide over to one more topic real quick that was pretty hot and heavy all week long leading into the games yesterday. We've been talking about him all year since he got drafted, where he got drafted, and that's Mr. Shedeur Sanders. He made his first start on yesterday. He did something pretty extraordinary yesterday. As a rookie, he was the first Cleveland Browns quarterback to get their first win in their first game starting. The last 17 quarterbacks for the Browns went 0-17. He was the first one to get a win. Just think about that. 0-17. That's a whole season. He got his first win yesterday.
Let me go
did he
around.
throw a pick? I don't think he threw a pick. Did he throw one? No,
He did. He did throw
one pick.
He threw one pick yesterday. He threw it to the DN.
209 yards, one touchdown, one pick. Should have had 2 touchdowns. Receiver fell down at the 1 yard line.
But he still had over 200 yards.
He had over 200 yards, but he looked like he belonged.
Yeah, he looked poised.
Comfortable.
He looked better than Dylan. All he needed was 120 because
we're talking about 2 practices.
Gabriel only had 170.
He only got 2 practices.
Listen,
there's no practice on Monday.
Here's the thing. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna let y'all.
There's no practice on Tuesday.
I'm gonna say this.
Wednesday, Thursday.
That's it. But they in shells. It's walk through the whole time.
Come on, man.
They in shells.
But look, I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna let y'all take over. This is what I want to get out. After the game, Stefanski said,
"Why didn't he just run? Why didn't Bryce run?
Is going to be starting next week?" And he still would not say Shedeur Sanders.
I think
he would not even say Shedeur Sanders' name.
He said it today.
No, he said it today.
Yeah, he said
yesterday.
It today.
He wouldn't say it.
He was forced to say it today.
He was forced to. He still would not even say his kid's name. Fellas,
look.
Please tell me what's your thoughts?
This was crazy. So I watched after the game. I'm waiting for him to say, you know what? I'm going to swallow my pride as a coach. I'm going to give this kid his flowers. And you know what he did? He mentioned the punter. He mentioned the second guy that gave water on the sideline. He mentioned the third cheerleader.
His wife.
He gave respect to everybody else. The lady who bought season tickets in 1975. He talked about everybody else. He gave everybody a game ball.
He even gave us a shout out. He said shout out the Stats Sidelines.
Yeah. He gave us a shout out. Didn't only watched us once. Like, he gave everybody a shout out. Except for that young man who he's had to swallow so much. When I watch him, I'm rooting for him now because I see how he's handling this. He handles the interviews well. He's been coached very well by his father. But I mean, come on, man, give him the support he needs to be the guy you want him to be. That don't make no sense.
We have to acknowledge that something's going on in Cleveland,
no doubt,
in itself. We talked about. We can look at how it was when they punted the ball on the 30-something yard line. When they had a chance for a field goal to be, 29-yard line in order to get, and that would have took the points over, and just the betting button, they punted the ball, which have never been done. So
have you ever seen somebody punt on a 29-yard
when he's already made a 35-yarder?
I don't
see. So that's what I'm saying. There is something going on in Cleveland, and we're just not. We're watching it, and it's disrespectful to the fan base.
Yes,
it's disrespectful to the players in the locker room. And it's disingenuous across the board. It's just a thing that we have to watch. And blessings to Shedeur enduring. Blessings to Shedeur when he get a chance to play and they go out and play. But here's the beauty that we do know from the locker room. The players know.
Absolutely.
And they will fight for Shedeur.
Yes.
Yeah. Mike, what you think, man, about that whole situation?
They said the head coach lost the locker room after that because he really didn't acknowledge, as Buddha indicated, that Shedeur did what he did and won a football game. But he's been doing that same thing. And they said he put him in a bad position, which I agree. He didn't really practice against anybody. Right now, this week, this time of the season, Frank, with the new CBA, they in draws and T-shirt.
Right.
Every day.
I agree.
Every day. It's a mental game after that point. So you really haven't taken any, the true reps where somebody run by you and you got to do all this. Somebody trying to go up there and take your head off and you got to do this. He has had none of the experience, even in training camp as a quarterback. So now he comes in there with live bullets, and then he has to go up there and perform. And he did his job.
But one thing you do got to understand, though, by him being a scout team quarterback, he has had to go against the first team defense.
Yes.
So he has felt that pressure. So at least he's gotten
but
that.
they're still in the same clothing.
I'm just saying,
without a doubt.
He's gotten something.
But I got a scout team quarterback. You're not throwing to
your guys, yeah.
No. It's not about who he's throwing to. I'm talking about feeling that pressure from the first. That's a great defense he had to go against.
As soon as Myles Garrett get in your face,
that's why Myles Garrett and those defensive players are backing him because they saw what he did every day in practice, how he practiced, how he prepared for that.
Absolutely.
So that's where they're going off of.
What's your thoughts on that situation?
I'm gonna be honest with you. Did he play well? No. Right, but he played good. Right, he won the game for them. He is clearly in he threw the ball, 20 times? And in 20 times, he's throwing the ball further than the guy who's basically played the last 7 games.
Not to cut you off, but to that point, Shedeur yesterday had 3 passes over 35 yards. The Browns had 1 all season until yesterday. Go ahead, Chief. I'll finish your thought.
So clearly, he's a better quarterback. We don't even have to see it. We saw it in college. We know. Let's just take this. If you take Shedeur off of Colorado and put him on Oregon, they might have won the national championship. You put Dylan Gabriel in Colorado last year, they might have won 3 games with the Travis Henry.
Right.
So that tells you that. So I mean, and I don't want to try to talk negative about Dylan Gabriel, because at the end of the day, he is living his dream as a quarterback in the National Football League. But like Frank said, there is something going on in the back end that we don't know, we don't see. But Stefanski, he probably got, what was it, week 12?
Yes.
He has about 6 more weeks in that office.
Then he out of there.
For sure.
Frank, and fellas, let me ask you this from being in the locker room. Let me ask you, how does that team now approach, because you said he lost the locker room. You believe Stefanski lost the locker room. He's remaining the head coach, obviously. How does that team move forward, knowing how the team feel about him in the locker room, but obviously the coach feel completely different?
Yeah.
How does the team move forward coming in the next week? Like because like Chizo said, he was forced to name him a starter today. He didn't even want to do it yesterday, and he still hasn't even called the kid's name. How does the team move forward?
Well, they're going to wait to see who he names as a starting quarterback. And the idea is that we know that they play better with Shedeur and what we've seen thus far. And
he named him today.
But here's the mindset. So the huddle tells it all. If Dylan walks in and he's the starting quarterback right and they hear him talking and they don't get that sense, you might get 80% of a player instead of 100%. And that little extra, it takes just a little extra to make that dog come out and to accomplish what you really want to accomplish. And so sometimes I look at it from this perspective. If I need my offensive line, when Buddha know I got him and he hears that voice and Buddha listens and he says, okay, I'm going to give a little extra, that's all I need. And sometimes when I'm just doing my job because it's Dylan. Sometimes you have that situation because you know upper management is playing with you.
Right.
They playing with you. They're not putting you in the best position to win, so you're being disingenuous. And when you're disingenuous to your players, they will respond in a manner that says, you're not giving me my best. You're not putting me in my best situation. I'm going to give you what I got.
As an offensive lineman, Buddha, you played with both quarterbacks. You had Dylan Gabriel for a few weeks. You had this kid come in who just looked like he lit a fire under you. How do you move forward as a lineman?
I mean, you want the guy who's going to put you in a position to win. That's every single player. I mean, that's if a coach likes you or don't like you, who cares, right? But when the team says, I want him, and then you're like, why you keep picking this other dude? And
that's different. We
all under contract. Right. We all busted our behinds through training camp. We are all ready to play. We have a great defense, and you're telling me this one piece that we need you don't want to give us? Like, what kind of craziness is this?
What are we doing?
What are we doing here?
From a defensive standpoint, with Mike, you being the only defensive player on the panel, from a defensive standpoint, do you play a little extra harder? Like Frank said, do you give a little bit more knowing, hey, we got somebody back here now that got us a chance to get us over the hump? Because they defense yesterday, they was crump.
He got 18 sacks.
They was crump yesterday.
18. He's going to break the sack record.
He's going to break the record.
He's going to break the sack record.
Myles Garrett's going to break the record.
What's the record?
The record's 22 and a half.
Yeah.
He's got 18
He got 18
right
now.
He got 18 with 6-7 games?
I think he got 12 or 13 in 3 games.
Yeah. So he's going to break the record. We already know that. And some of the team. Now, going back to Shedeur, they're getting ready to play the same team we're getting ready to watch next week. They're getting ready to play San Fran. And that's going to be the tell-all. Players going to follow him. Players going to give them that props. Players going to pat them on the back because they still want to win. At the end of the day, they want somebody that go in there, like Buddha indicated, Frank indicated, that's going to make them give the best opportunity to win a freaking ball game. Right now, Shador is that guy. The rest of them are not that guy. We had no Deshaun Watson. Gabriel, even on his best day, you got 117 yards. I mean, total passing. And no disrespect, just like you said, he's living his best life, but that's all he can do.
Didn't he do that for like 2 or 3 games?
No, he did it for all. That's his average. That's his average. So you want somebody to go out there and moodles change. Go back to, and I know the Cardinals are losing, go back to Brissett and also Kyler Murray. They went up there and put Kyler Murray because you don't lose your position on an injury. You don't lose that, and we all know that. You don't lose that. I've been there. I know Frank been there. I know you've been there. You don't lose it on an injury. But for them to say, hold on, partner, let's put you on IR.
Yeah.
That's because this person
that's called trading you, keeping you healthy. That's what that's called.
Yeah,
trading
you to get hurt.
Yeah.
We are getting rid of you.
Fresh when you get to your new team.
It's a lot more to the story, but it's also the fact that
when you get to your new team.
It's also the fact that the other guy is doing much better than you are. Yeah. And that's why I'm getting with Shador. Shador is that person that's going to do much better than Gabriel, and they need to keep him on the field and give him that opportunity. Like you said, give him his flowers that is due him. 0-17, first quarterback as a rookie to win in Cleveland. Give him his just due.
What does he have to do to get a game ball?
What do you got to? Wait. No. What does he have to do to have his coach call his name? The coach has not called his name.
Hold on, we play.
Who does that?
Hold on,
what do you call him? 12.
Frank said we played with Buddy Ryan. What was your name?
81.
81.
I don't even know if he calls you
Buddy the head coach or the defense coordinator?
That's a defensive coach.
That is a defensive
That was his name. 81.
Did he call y'all name? The defensive player? He called everybody that.
Yeah.
My rookie year, I was 81 until I started making plays.
Yeah, but was Buddy Ryan the head coach?
81. Yeah, he was the head coach.
Okay, was Buddy Ryan calling the offensive plays?
No, he's a defensive coach.
No, he's a defensive coach.
No.
I know Buddy Ryan's a defense coach. I'm asking Frank, did he call the plays?
Yes, he called plays. He would tell the coach.
Was he the quarterback coach as well?
Let me tell you what he did. He did this. He said, hey, don't, it's 3rd and 7, run or draw. We're going to punt it, defense to get the ball back and score a touchdown.
We'll score.
Yeah. Let's go.
We got interception.
I needed that.
Panthers interception in the end zone. Big interception. San Fran still up 7-0. But Carolina just got a big pick.
He's so right.
Did he call defensive numbers or did he call your name?
Oh, no, he called it by
most defensive head coaches are definitely on 3rd down. They're keying in. Because we don't want you to put us in a bad situation.
No, 3rd and 7. We got 32 plays for 3rd and 7. Run or
draw.
Punt it. We'll get it back.
We'll get it back.
That's Buddy.
Yeah.
Fellas, that was a nice segment. Again, we over here at Santan Mountain Casino. Thank them for having us today. Big shout out to them. Big shout out to Miss Daphne for making this happen for us.
Miss Daphne,
we're going to take a quick break.
She's in that lovely red.
She in a Cardinal red today?
Cardinal red.
Don't be shy.
We're going to take a quick break, get some drinks, food here at the casino, man. We thank everybody for coming out. We'll be right back in a minute. Stats Sidelines. We out.
Stats and Sidelines starts now.
Fellas, I've got some NFL legends here with us. My co-host Chizo right here to the right.
Chizo.
Hey.
The one and only former Arizona Cardinal Frank Sanders in the building. To my left, former Cardinal Jerome Buddha Daniels.
Are y'all clapping for me?
Not at all. No claps. Immediately right to the left. Former Cardinal Michael Bankston.
Thank you very much.
They weren't clapping for you.
Oh, those are my fans.
No, that's delayed claps.
Delayed reaction.
Those are my fans.
It's more like for the head.
We want to send a special shout out to the servers.'t you so much. We got some good drinks, some good food. We're going to keep that going, everybody. Halftime, San Fran 10, Carolina 3 halftime. Listen, fellas, I'm going to jump right into this. Brock Purdy got 3 picks. We're going to keep it a buck. Bryce Young haven't even thrown for 30 yards yet, and they only down 7. What is going on? Frank.
Look, I'm still sticking with San Fran. I think it's gonna get a little more grimy in the second half. Not in regards to like throwing the ball, but like that offensive line got to get a little bit more physical. The running game is there for the San Francisco 49ers. We definitely have noticed that Christian McCaffrey is toting that rock. Of course, he did have one fumble, but they recovered it on themselves. But look, this is just Monday Night Football, man. You know, that first half, these guys kind of got to get their legs under them. Brock Purdy is making mistakes but they're doing I'm not going to cheat. I'm not going to cheat Carolina Panthers defense. They're doing a very good job of reading his eyes. The defensive backs are being strong against the receivers. The receivers got to go out and make some plays, man. But really, reality, it's 3 because the Carolina Panthers are playing good football.
Yeah. This would be a whole different game if Carolina had offense.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
And so what we're seeing right now is their defense is balling. And I mean, keeping a team who, I say the 49ers are mediocre because I really don't like the 49ers. But they do have a great running back, you know what I mean? And Brock is a consistent quarterback in most cases. Coming back from injury and all that stuff, but he is a consistent quarterback, and he is an Arizona guy, so you got to give him a little bit.
3 picks?
But 3 picks today,
in the first half?
But that's what I'm saying. The Carolina Panthers needed to capitalize on that, and they didn't.
They're not taking advantage of their
10-yard line, and you don't score, and you throw the ball.
Bryce Young did throw a pick on the 1-yard line.
Come on.
When they should have ran the ball.
We blame the offensive coordinator on that one.
Well, Carolina Panthers are not there yet. I mean, we got to say that. Obviously, they're playing much better. They got an opportunity to, if they win the game, to be top, but they're not there yet. Their margin of error, and we always talk about that, and Frank know about that. We used to talk about that quite a bit. Their margin of error is small.
Right.
You can't play against good teams and have errors. You can't make those mistakes.
Not when you're a team like Carolina Panthers. That's correct.
Yeah, you cannot do that. And you got the 49ers, and guess what? The 49ers feeling good about themselves. 3 turnovers, and you got 3 points.
Yeah.
You feeling good about yourself.
Yeah.
And the Big Mo, we talked about that earlier, is on San Francisco's side. It's going to be tough for the Carolina Panthers to overcome that aspect. I mean, it's a possibility because they're still in the game and they're only down by 1 score.
Defense balling.
But it's going to be tough. The defense is balling because they got the turnovers, but you got to capitalize, as Mr. Buddha indicated, on those turnovers. You're playing the short side of the field.
Chizo, what you think, man, first half? First of all, how the parlay looking right now? How's the parlay?
It's looking okay.
Okay, go ahead.
I had too many Carolina Panthers players on there, but I do want to disagree. I normally don't disagree with you, Michael, but I saw something last night, and that's the only reason I'm going to disagree with you.
Hold on. Shout out to Amanda for bringing us the drinks.
Thank you so much, Amanda.
Thank you, Amanda.
Big shout out to Amanda.
You've been marvelous.
We appreciate you, Miss Amanda.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Marvelous.
No doubt.
Absolutely.
I'm sorry, Chizo. Go ahead, though.
Spectacular.
Mike was saying that what he saw with the Carolina Panthers has been bad, but I saw something last night where a team didn't score anything in the first half and still won the game.
Oh, my God.
So
I
with
mean,
that
we
being,
always back to the damn Cowboys.
With that being said, I think
Cowboys was
the
our first
Carolina
second.
Panthers still have a chance to put up some points in the second half because I witnessed it with my own eyes.
You synced it?
I synced it.
You synced it?
I synced it.
We also witnessed that.
I got a question.
Yes, go ahead,
I got
sir.
a question.
Yeah.
Why Cowboy fans always think everything about them?
First of all, guys, not one time did I say the Dallas Cowboys.
We know who you. That's all you talk about.
Did I? Frank,
we got former Dallas Cowboy Darryl Claxton right there. We know what you're talking about.
Frank, did I ever say the Dallas Cowboys?
No, sir, you did not.
I said I synced it.
You respectfully.
I witnessed.
You
a team
respectfully acknowledge.
Who did you witness it from? Who'd you see?
We could have talked about the Ravens.
Tell me who you talking about.
Don't get distracted last night.
Tell me who you talking. Who are you talking about?
I was talking about a team in the National Football League.
Don't chase that rabbit.
And what team was that?
You know, I don't remember. I kind of forgot. But anyways, I do believe the Carolina Panthers are playing so powerful on defense. They got 3 interceptions. They're flying around on the ball. The offense just they should have ran the ball when they was on 1st and goal on the 1-yard line.
Yes.
Now, if they ran the ball right then and there, we're talking about a 10-10 game. but they didn't. But, I took the Carolina Panthers plus 7.5 tonight, and I'm going to stick to that.
You going to stick to that?
I think they're going to I think Bryce Young's going to go in the locker room, tap into his inner Dak Prescott, and will these guys into a few touchdowns.
His inner Dak Prescott.
Did he say
yes.
inner Dak Prescott?
This is really bothering me.
I am so sick of them Cowboys.
I just can't understand.
You cannot always
the fact that you guys are baffled makes me feel.
Come on, bro.
Makes me feel
Help your boy out.
Look, man, this guy.
Cowboys win one game and they swear.
It's not just one game. It's
gets a whole week.
It's versus the Philadelphia Eagles, man.
Yes.
That's huge.
It wasn't like we beat the Raiders.
Is huge versus the Philadelphia
Are
Eagles.
y'all even They're not even 500
Super Bowl.
yet.
We are.
This was their NFC
We're
championship.
5-5-1. So
this
we
was
are
their NFC championship
like
game. This is it for them. They don't have to do anything else all year.
As a divisional opponent, NFC East. It does make a difference when you.
But we're not going to talk about Dallas, man. We're going to walk past that.
You know what? We're supposed to be on the Carolina Panthers and 49ers. I don't even know how we go up there and digress.
Only at Stats Sidelines, where majority of our conversations are about the Dallas Cowboys.
Anyway.
Okay.
It's a D.
Anyway, we got a good game going. Either way it goes, 10-7, man. Good game right here at halftime. I'm going to stick with the Panthers. I think Panthers going to come back and win this thing. Defense is playing lights out. If the offense can get anything going,
run the ball.
I think they can come back and take the lead because San Francisco hasn't really shown me anything.
Well, first of all, you're not going to always get that many interceptions.
Facts.
I mean, we had Kwame, God rest his soul, got four.
Yes, sir.
In a game.
San Diego.
How many times that happened? Frank Sanders?
Not many, but if they keep throwing the ball, Brock is putting it up
for
like
anybody.
A loaf of bread. Yes. DB's got bad hands.
Brock's giving everybody a chance.
They got bad hands.
Brock is giving everybody.
Because look, he
giving his
3,
team a chance,
but he should have 5.
He giving his team a chance.
If you're a defensive back and you drop an interception, that's called a PBU.
Yes.
A pass breakup.
Yes.
That's on you. That's on you.
It's a pass breakup.
Yeah.
It still goes down in the column as a stat.
A stat?
Yeah, a stat.
We got a DB from Arizona State right there in the middle.
He knows. But he don't drop balls. So we're not worried about it. He don't drop interceptions.
He don't drop balls because they don't throw it to him.
Man.
Daryl Clack.
I mean.
They didn't throw nothing to D-Clip?
Sometimes.
Oh, okay.
Come on now. When I get the ball, I do what I do.
He's from Texas. I got love for him. I got to talk
He played for the Cowboys, though.
No, I ain't talking about that part.
Like you say, we'll bring the Cowboys in. You brought the Cowboys up.
Hey, listen, fellas. One more thing before we get back to that game. I want to kind of ask a question about another thing. Our Cardinals, man. Our Arizona Cardinals had a tough...
I got to go to the restroom.
No, don't leave now. Our Cardinals had a tough loss yesterday.
Man.
Again. Here's my question. Chizo said this earlier during the year about the Cardinals and the fan base and just the Cardinals never being able to get over the hump. Remember we had that conversation? Yeah. Why is it that they are never able to get over the hump? No matter what the situation is, they find a way to lose big games. Y'all were in the locker room, Cardinals locker room. Tell me, is it the locker room? Do we need to change the locker room? Change the location?
No, don't be so aggressive on that, man. Relax.
Man, I'm tired of being disappointed.
Stop
He's very aggressive.
I'm tired of being disappointed, bro.
No, but what you got to see is this.
Coach him up,
the Cardinals are the only team when you go to a home game, you feel like you're away.
Oh, wow.
And it happens often. I mean, we go to many games. We look in the audience, and there is more of the other team than the home team, and it's been like that for a long time. And I think when Arians was here, there was a change to that. But during that change, you saw them winning games.
Yeah.
So the one thing I think that's been really consistent with the Cardinals is the inconsistency in the fan base.
It's also been inconsistency in winning close games.
Yeah, we can blame the fans, but...
No, I'm not blaming them. What I'm saying is, you're talking about momentum. You're talking about feeling like you're doing something for you.
So are you saying when you get drafted by the Cowboys, you're playing 18 away games, 17 away games? Is that what you're implying, Coach?
Okay, for the rest of this whole thing, you cannot mention the C word, okay? for the rest of today.
Okay.
You've said it enough.
Okay.
All right, let's move on.
Unfortunate what the Cardinals are dealing with, besides injuries, but every team is dealing with that aspect.
Every team got injured.
Everybody's dealing with that. They can't close a game.
Yeah.
If they had the opportunity to close games,
they could be 7-3, 7-4.
Their record would have been much
8-3.
Hold on, but I know if it was a fifth, we all be
he ain't lying. Bruh. Cardinals have lost probably the most 1 point, one score game than anybody this season.
Right.
You know how many years I done heard that about the Cardinals?
No,
we gonna keep it a buck right here on Stats.
Show it though.
On Stats Sidelines, we gonna keep it a buck.
Yeah.
I've been hearing that same excuse.
There's a stat.
It's an excuse every year about the Cardinals.
No, it's a fact. It's not excuses. It's a fact.
There's a stat that you don't know. Do you know the Cardinals franchise lead the NFL since the merge in moral victories?
That's just disrespectful.
I mean, very disrespectful.
They lead in moral victories?
Yeah.
Listen.
You know who's number 2?
Who's number 2?
Dallas
Cowboys.
Hey, you finally found a list we're not number 1 on.
Good answer. I mean, that's a great rebuttal.
That's a good comeback. That's a great comeback.
Look, if the Cardinals can find a way to get over the top, and this year is obviously not happening.
Look, you have to have your playmakers come make plays.
Yeah,
they don't have. When you look at the Cardinals roster and what you expect them to be, that's not what you expect it to be.
They got one guy, Trey McBride.
They have Trey McBride, but I'm saying you're looking at
fumble.
You're looking at a bunch of guys having to come figure out how to play football, 4 quarters of football.
Right.
Again, it ain't easy to win, but it's harder to win when you don't have your playmakers making plays.
Facts.
That's across the board. No Marvin Harrison, no James Conner, no Trey Benson. We can keep naming names and still.
No Kyler Murray.
Kyler Murray.
And that's a different piece. That's a different piece of the puzzle.
But is that a plus or a minus not having Kyler Murray?
Well, we don't know, but he adds something different to the game, which changes the narrative.
Right.
Of course, it's beautiful to watch Jacoby Brissett sit in the pocket because he ain't got legs. He ain't got no choice.
Right. That's
if you see a defensive line come through the huddle, you got 1,001, 1,002.
Let go.
Throw the ball and still get hit.
Yeah, but he can actually see over the line of scrimmage. Hold on.
Stop the height stuff, man.
Listen, that's what they should have did at the 1 yard line.
The height stuff is garbage because the boy did it. He did it in high school. He did it in college. He did it. He
talking about college.
Do not say that. His height.
He's done it in the NFL because you paid him $200 million.
Exactly.
It's not a height situation.
They limped into the playoff against the Rams and they got killed.
With a guy that's played 37 years in the National Football League, might want to. You should never say you limp into the playoffs.
He limped.
Can't limp into the playoffs.
He was hurt, and
the hardest thing to do in sports, I think, is win an NFL game. I think that's one of the hardest things to do.
Very hard.
So you can't take that away from them. They went to the playoffs, and they don't go often.
But it seems like it's always something.
Bro,
with the Cardinals. Something is always
so respectfully, you're right.
Is it the GM?
Man, watch. Stop.
I'm just asking.
The players got to be available. They've never had Kyler for the last 3 seasons complete. JG has never had a complete season with him. The offense coordinator has not. Drew Pressing hadn't played a full season. James Conner hadn't played a full season. He played 1 full season since he's been here.
Right. He had a great season.
Marvin Harrison has played maybe 7 games this year without injury. So when you start counting what your players are able to do, it's not drafting. You got to have your playmakers. Right. And if your playmakers not there, then the reality is that you find yourself having to figure out.
You're going to struggle.
Yeah, but everybody
got what to do.
But every team deal with injuries.
It's not every team dealing with injuries. Okay, that's what San Francisco dealt with injuries. You still see them?
And they're still 7-4.
But they've come back and
they came back.
And they're still playing.
But they have dealt with injuries.
I'm going to go a different direction.
Go ahead.
Check this out. I'm going to go a different direction. Follow me with this, fellas. Frank, you do radio a lot, Mike. You do radio a lot in the Cardinals game, so you know personnel, right? Let me ask you this. When we look at the Cardinals, even when healthy, man for man, position for position, if you want to say superstar for superstar, in their own division, who are they better than?
When it comes just to players?
Hold on. When it comes to when assemble the team, draft
picks,
about
the Rams,
who are
Seattle,
they better than in their own division? Are you picking them over the Rams? Let me answer that.
No.
Nope. Are you picking them over Seattle?
No.
Nope. Are you picking?
Whoa.
I'm not.
I mean,
Hold on.
I'm not picking
We can break this down. We can break this down.
Yeah, I'm a fan.
Okay, no, let's break this down.
The question
Okay,
I'll give you my opinion.
Hold on,
I'll give you my opinion.
Hold on,
and then tell me what you think.
Hold on, Sam Darnold or Kyler Murray?
I'm taking Kyler.
I don't know about that.
You don't know about that.
The last 2 seasons, Sam Darnold probably
games last year.
Sam Darnold.
And right now he's balling.
He's had the last
We're
2
talking about
seasons.
right now. We're talking
That's
about
it.
right
Before that, talk to me about before
today,
that.
as a GM, if you had to choose between Sam Darnold and Kyler Murray, who
I'm
you
taking
going with?
Kyler Murray.
Okay.
Kyler Murray, easy.
Because he can
go
throw
ahead.
that ball and he can
Okay.
run.
Are you taking James Conner or Kenneth Murray?
Say that again?
James Conner or Kenneth Murray?
Running back, Seattle.
The running backs.
I would take Connor only because he runs very, very hard.
Oh, my God.
I'm taking Kenneth Murray. Who you taking, Conner or Kenneth Murray?
Depends on what kind of offensive line I got.
No, we're breaking the roster down. We're not talking about
I'm
offensive
taking
line.
James Conner.
Okay. Are you taking the Cardinals O-line or the Seahawks O-line?
Seahawks O-line.
Okay. I shouldn't even ask you. Okay.
Why would you?
Are you taking Jackson? I don't know his last name, or Marvin Harrison?
Smith and Jigma,
taking
who
Marvin.
leads the league. He leads the league in receiving in almost
You
every
taking
game.
Marvin Harrison over Jackson?
Pause.
Smith and Jigma?
You guys, you're playing in your mind.
Well, this is his opinion.
No, so this is my opinion. Watch this here. There is an offensive coordinator and a quarterback.
We're not talking about that. We're talking about
No.
I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna take
players.
this. I'm gonna take this 6'3", 4'3", goddamn 6'4" receiver. I'm not gonna take no. I'm not doing that.
Okay.
I'm not playing. I'm not doing.
Okay,
I'm gonna take the
who are you
6'3".
taking?
No, think about this.
I'ma do that.
What you're
That's what you
asking,
do.
and
We're just breaking-
this is what Frank's trying to get you to
You're
understand.
giving me stats right
if
now.
you
they're
talked
doing it-
about
We're not talking
Emmitt
about
Smith,
stats.
you talked about Emmitt Smith, and you talked about Sanders, right?
Yeah.
So when you look at both of them, you know that Sanders, even though he did not, as an individual, he's a better running back. Even though Emmitt showed better because of what the team looked like around him. So what you're saying is you're talking about
and he had
individual.
more years.
You are
But listen,
you are naming
you guys are
individual
changing-
players, but what you're doing with that individual player is
No,
you're
the
saying
question
based
was
on the team he's
the
on.
question was
Who would you pick?
Come
The
on.
question was
Man for man.
based
Individual
on
talent's
the
different.
roster.
Yes.
Based on the roster in their division, do you guys think the Cardinals have the worst roster? So when we got to Seahawks, Frank said he would take the Cardinals roster over the Seahawks roster. I disagreed. So then we're going to break the roster down, and we're going to pick who would you take.
I think they have the worst roster in the division.
I don't agree.
I think they got the worst roster.
You're talking about like across the board?
No.
Yes.
I don't
So
agree.
all 53.
Especially when you got a team that's
So you
not
think
been
the
blown out
Cardinals
and they got
50?
their injury plagued and they're still not getting blown out. So if you think about if they stayed healthy,
But
what that team would look like.
Hold on, Buddha. But you just made Chizo point when he said the most moral victories. You ain't got to get blown out. They
Nobody
still
said-
ain't winning though.
Nobody said
I will
moral
say this.
victory.
No, he
I
said
will
that
say
earlier
this.
about
I will
It's
say
being
this.
competitive.
He said,
If we go to the defense,
what is
hey,
that getting us though?
if we go to the defense,
not what's
outside of
important
Buda
right now.
Baker,
You're talking about results.
who are you taking on the Cardinals defense over the Seahawks defense? Outside of Buda,
Calais Campbell and Josh Sweat.
Calais is Calais.
I know he's on his down. He's on his down.
you're taking Calais
downturn,
over DeMarcus
but he's still.
Lawrence.
You know what? He's still
as
right now,
as a three
today,
technique
Josh
right
Sweat
now,
has
Calais
more
is
sacks
still
than
getting it
anybody in Seattle.
He is still getting it done, but today you're taking Calais over DeMarcus Lawrence.
Calais is in year 49.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. In year 49.
42.
42. My
just
bad.
saying.
He played one more
So
year.
I'm not saying the Cardinals. We're just talking about in the division. Yes, in the division, I think the Cardinals might have a lesser roster compared to everyone else.
But
I'm not saying they're not talented.
So think about where they're competitive. They're still
I would take the
competitive.
Cardinals. I would take
They
the
are
Cardinals.
So if they were healthy, what would that team really look like?
They are competitive. But let's take this to another notch. At some point, the scouting department has to take some blows for this because the Cardinals are getting top end picks.
Wait a minute. Wait. Check this out. You said about a month ago what they should do with their number one pick at receiver because he wasn't doing nothing. What did you say?
I told him move him inside.
Move him inside. Why?
Because he'd be mismatched against the number 3.
Against a number 3 cornerback.
Yeah.
I draft a wide receiver, top pick, first round. I am not getting him to move him inside to go against a number 3 corner. That's a problem.
Why?
That's
Why not?
That's not what I drafted my top pick quarterback.
Why not?
Why not? That's what you do. That's what the league does. CeeDee Lamb sits inside all day. I wait.
Oh, my God.
CeeDee Lamb sits inside all day.
All day.
Yeah, but he plays a little bit
Are
outside.
we watching
too.
the same thing?
He's
my God.
inside.
He dominated.
But he's really
there. Is
inside
that what
now
you?
because
Is that
they
what
have
you got
another-
it
That's
for?
what you would
Another
do.
number
You
one
would
team.
give up.
Why
Why
wouldn't you do that?
First of
Why
all-
would you not
first of all,
put him
you
in a
just-
position to
He's
win?
not a slot receiver.
And when
He's
he
not a
did,
slot
when they
receiver.
did do
Grab
that,
that
he
mic
won.
from Cled, D. Grab that mic from Cled.
Hey, first of all you doing is putting your guy in the best position to make a play.
Yeah.
So I don't give a dang if he's in the backfield. What you got, Debo Samuels playing running back a lot of time. They just put him in the best position to make a play.
For sure.
How about this?
I don't disagree with
Put the
putting
ball
him in the
in the
slot.
Let's just walk back up to Seattle. What's the name of their tight end?
See, I don't know. What's
Thank
the-
Will
I don't
Disley.
know.
No, okay, we're not even in the top nothing.
I believe McBride is the best tight end in the conference, without question.
Walk the dog, bro.
Give it to him.
Outside of Njigba, there's not another receiver on their team your name.
McBride is definitely the best tight end in the
I'm
conference.
not talking about tight end. I'm just saying.
Oh, you talking about
I'm
receiver?
I'm just saying.
Kittle's got something to say now.
I'm not talking about Kittles. I'm not talking about tight end
No,
stuff.
he's saying the best time.
He don't know. We're not talking about that. We're just going pound for pound. Cardinals versus him offensively.
Yeah, Trey McBride is
I'm just saying, when you don't know their tight end, we don't have no conversation. Outside of Njigma Smith, that's the only person you know receiver-wise on the outside when it comes to Seattle.
I mean, they got a rookie in Troy Norton. He went to Colorado State. He's a decent player.
You would never. This is a conversation you would never have.
No,
in
you
this
asked me.
Yeah.
You asked
just
me
because you know his
outside
name.
of-
He's a 7th-round pick, bro.
I know, but did you not just ask me? We're not going to say
but you
7th
wouldn't.
round
You
pick
wouldn't
'cause
compare him.
there's some
You wouldn't
guys
compare him
that-
to Michael Wilson. You wouldn't compare him to none of them. So what I'm saying, we'll go pound for pound. Kyler Murray versus Sam Darnold. Without a doubt, I'm taking Kyler. Give me the right offensive coordinator. Don't just throw me out there.
Right.
Yeah, but we're not talking about
But you have what you
We're
have.
talking about the
that's
You
the
got
whole
what
thing.
you got.
That's
No,
Frank. I get what you're saying.
But that's
Hold
the
on.
problem.
Question
Hold
was-
on. The Cardinals did
talking
change
roster.
offensive
Yeah.
coordinators
So we
do.
can't bring
during the season.
So if I didn't say that. I said
They changed-
I'm saying
that
that so you guys don't say you
I'm
can't
saying
play.
that you can't say you
I'm not
have what
saying
you
they can't
have.
But from roster,
They
I'm taking
changed
Kyler.
I'm not.
offensive
Listen.
coordinators.
look,
Never.
And how about
guess what?
Before we keep going, I'm not saying the Cardinal
Yeah,
football
that's
players
why
can't
you
play.
would take-
When you make it to the national play, you are one of one.
Absolutely.
That's not what we're saying. We're talking about a collective and their production as of right now. The Seahawks guys are producing a little bit more.
Because they have a coordinator and they have other things. There's pieces.
I understand.
The guys are
You know,
healthy.
if this is the thing with Kyler Murray, and we talked about why certain things needed to happen. So when Brissett came in and how he looked compared to Kyler, when you're going to pay someone $200 million, you focus on an offense that tailors to him, and they've never done that for him.
Never.
They've never built an offense
they did
for
it. They
him.
did it with Cliff.
They've tried to push him
They did it
into
with
whatever
Cliff a
they
little bit.
wanted him to
Cliff
do.
didn't do it? Did Cliff do it?
Cliff
didn't do it either?
No,
They ran a
Cliff-
spread offense.
Cliff
I thought it was
didn't
terrible.
have an offense, bro.
They ran a spread offense, and that's where Kyler.
It was trash.
It was trash,
But
but
was it
I'm
designed-
answering.
that does not-
I'm
it was
answering
not
coach's
designed for
question.
him. No, that's
They hired
it was
Cliff
designed for him if he was playing in
spread
college.
guy.
They
Bro,
designed
and it was
for college rollouts.
It was designed for college.
trash.
That's not. That's not going to work.
Oh, I'm not disagreeing with you, but I thought it was designed for Kyler.
It was designed for Kyler, but it didn't work. It was too simple. It was too.
Then that can't be designed.
Okay, so let me.
It was designed. It was designed
you're
to what
saying-
he does well.
No, he took
it
a
just
college
didn't work.
offense and brought it to the NFL.
That's all he did. He didn't
and that's
do
all he
anything
did.
outside
And
of that.
it doesn't
He
work.
didn't add or innovate.
Okay,
It doesn't work.
He had two innovative games that one, Kyler said that was the best game he ever called, best game plan ever. That's the only time he ever said that his entire time with Cliff Kingsbury. One time that he said he had that was the best game we was prepared for, game plan. It didn't look nothing like a college game plan. So anyway, we could.
My thing is
we could
this.
digress.
It seems like it's always something.
It is something.
with the Cardinals.
And we don't have
Like,
But that's
it's
every
all-
other team too.
play.
So don't say it doesn't happen with all these other teams.
I can't say that's every look.
Hey, don't get nervous.
You play for the Cardinals. You play for the Cardinals. You play for the Cardinals. We're talking about the Cardinals. It's always something with the Cardinals.
Not when they went to the Super Bowl.
lightning struck in the bottle. They had a hell of a team.
Not when they had
They had a hell of a run.
And they had a great head coach.
They had some, yes.
They had a-
So all
they had a hell of a
pieces
team.
went together. They got
But look,
better
guess what?
coaching.
Guess what?
They had better game plan.
Same question for back then.
That same coaching staff went to Tampa Bay and did it there.
And did the same thing.
Come on, man.
But I also say, if
But
you
no.
look at the roster, then
Listen,
man.
they roster
with my
then,
you guys,
was
you
the
guys
best
keep
roster
going
in the
back to
division.
coaching. I never said coaching was the problem. I never said coaching wasn't or
No
wasn't
one
the
said
problem.
you said it.
We were only talking about the roster. That's all we were talking about.
And
I get that. But you're
answered that.
judging the roster based on things that
Performance
are
and
out of that
results.
control.
Okay.
Wow.
All right. No, you know what? Let's pick a team with a coach that's worse than the Cardinals coach.
Cowboys.
No,
Good
That's
one.
a great conversation.
Good one.
I
That's
wanna
a
do
great.
that. We would water you guys down.
Hey,
Not water.
One thing
Hey.
you can say whatever you want about the Cowboys. Talent has never been the key. Since Jerry has stepped away from drafting. Since Jerry stepped away from drafting
Why you loud?
in
Why you
2016,
passionate?
Yeah, but
the
you
Cowboys
got the
have
same
been
results.
drafting
Why you so
very
passionate?
well.
You're
Why are you
breathing
passionate right now?
Hey, Jesus,
breathing so heavy.
So
okay,
listen,
Jesus.
you
words
guys
out.
can bark all day when we talk about the poorest Cardinals, but whenever we bring up the Cowboys,
hey, guess
why you
what?
loud? Why you
It's
loud?
okay,
Hey,
Jesus.
give him
but
some
we'll
water.
bring-
Give him some
no,
water.
We'll bring the Browns in because I think JG's a better coach than Kevin Stefanski. The Browns
Who's a better coach?
Kevin
JG's
Stefanski
a
won the
better
head.
coach than
Kevin
Kevin
Stefanski won Coach of the
He
Year
did win
twice.
Coach of the Year.
Twice.
Twice.
2020.
for winning 7
2021.
games.
2020,
I
2021.
mean, look what he had.
Is that when he had Baker? And he got Baker out of there,
Immediately.
which was and actually got him fired.
Should have. Something's in Cleveland, man. Don't look.
Yeah, Kevin
Cleveland
Sus-
took a hit when they took the
I call him Kevin
something.
Sustained.
Cleveland took a hit behind the scenes for a reason. This is my opinion. Cleveland took a hit when they took Deshaun. For whatever reason they did it. They gave him the greatest contract ever for whatever reason they did. And so I think
And then
right now,
and then to be honest with
Cleveland
you,
is doing something
you bring
that
Kevin
we have no
Stefanski
concern
is such
to
a
have. Something
bozo.
different, bro. It's
You
different.
get a guy like what's his name? You bring the guy. What's the kid name?
Shador?
No,
Dylan Daypool?
Deshaun.
Oh, Deshaun.
You bring a guy like Deshaun, and then you still try to run that bougie middle school offense Kevin always trying to run.
I mean, they got issues, bro. They the Browns.
I mean,
let's
think
keep it
about
a
this.
buck. The Browns has always
the
had
original
issues.
owner of the Browns went to the crossroads, made a deal with the devil. All he said is, "I want to own a team." That's all
now
he
he's it.
got, and that's what he got.
That's what he got.
And it's been that way. They're not going to win games. They're going to be the Browns, and that's it.
I'm just saying.
Which is amazing.
Yeah.
Does Stefanski get fired at the end of this year?
No, sir.
You think
Not
they
at
keep him?
Nah,
No, sir.
you
That's not.
cannot fire a coach of the year twice.
Why you can't?
He's
Wait,
going
here's
to
the reason why you
get
can't
the
fire
benefit of
him.
the
Why you
doubt.
can't?
He's going to
can't.
get a talking to. He will get a talking to.
But not fired.
Hold on.
He'll
Hey,
get
hold
an
on.
ultimatum.
If Bill Belichick can get fired, anybody can get fired.
That's that's a different.
no.
He would never got
You
fired.
saying because he won Coach of the Year?
Yeah, but
You don't. You fire a
he's pushed himself
seven-time
out.
Super Bowl champ.
He pushed himself out, but how he was
mean-
his last few years in the league,
Kevin
he just
should
was
be
not
fired.
the same guy.
Kevin-
We're not saying he
you
shouldn't
will,
be, but the reality
your time
is that
when your time is up, your time is up.
Yeah, there's something going on that he's doing well that is causing this rift and this
He
conversation.
must got some emails that we
And
don't
that's
know
something
about.
that we know.
He got something on somebody?
He got some emails that we don't know about. And he got some pictures.
I honestly think Kevin is a good. I think he honestly is a good coach. I just don't know what's going on behind the scenes. Something doesn't seem right, and that to me that's my concern more.
Okay,
so it doesn't.
you're
it's not
coach of the year
normal.
for 2 years, and now
It's not
a young
normal.
man comes to
2
your team.
years.
He's
2
the head
years.
coach. He was coach of the year
He
twice.
won it twice.
Yeah.
So
twice.
think about this. You coach of the year twice, and now there's a young man coming in, pulling all the spotlight, and he's a 5th-round draft pick. You're going to be pissed off as a head coach. It's going to be that way.
Yeah.
So understand, there's going to be some how is this person taking all this energy away from us, and he ain't even playing?
What's Kevin's W&Ls in the 5 years since he had the job?
At Cleveland?
Yeah.
I have no idea. I can find out.
No, it's still. I mean, he's been able to accumulate enough where they gave him the award.
Has Kevin ever won that division?
No, they didn't win the division, but they
Hell
won the
no.
playoff with Flacco.
They did go to the playoffs that year with Flacco.
Last year, Flacco was there last
Flacco took over. He took over like midway or close to the end of the season. Remember, and they went to the playoffs.
Look at Mike showing up, man. That goddamn Geritol kicked in, didn't he?
Boy.
You up?
Hey, and Stats
He went to the playoffs.
and
Stats and Sidelines.
Wow.
Finally kicked in.
I apologize for my.
I mean, he went to sleep for a
2 minutes.
I apologize for my idiot coworkers.
Fellas, let me ask you this question real quick. We're going to stay in the division. We'll stay in the division with the Cardinals real quick. Let's talk about the Rams for a second. Because the Rams are flat out balling, and I don't think enough people are talking about them. True. That move with Devontae Adams, I think, was probably the biggest move in the offseason.
No.
Across the league.
Okay, but it's only showing up now because it wasn't.
So you think Devontae being traded is better than George Pickens?
Hold on.
Without a doubt.
He's leading the league in reception touchdowns.
And who's
third? Who's fourth?
Well, everybody else behind him. He's leading the league in touchdowns. He's averaging a touchdown a game. He's flat out balling.
And can you give us the moral?
There's no moral. George Pickens probably the best trade that happened this offseason.
It was for the Cowboys.
No, just look at the numbers.
No.
It was for the Cowboys.
I agree with that. That was a smart move. That was a smart move by Cowboys.
Look at
George Pickens.
Yeah, I know.
Smart move.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie.
Well, let's back up. He finally, both of them went to two great quarterbacks finally. Right? They both finally got great quarterbacks.
Yes.
And both are in systems that's allowing them to flourish. But when you look at what Devontae is doing consistently, I mean, like it's
every week.
Balling. I'm not saying George is not doing that. And you got two.
Devontae Adams on the season, 48 catches, 631 yards, 12 TDs.
He's averaging a touchdown a game. That's one per game.
Look up his first 3 games.
And just
he's only been doing
George
this
Pickens
lately.
stats: 67 catches, 1,000 yards, 8 touchdowns.
Can I tell you something though? I'm not taking nothing away from. Listen, I'm not taking nothing away from Pickens. Listen, remember CD Lamb was out for how long? Wait.
Oh, no, I'm happy you said that.
Wait.
Because
let me tell you about Puka.
What's his name? Missed 4 games too. Puka missed 4 games too.
I'm about to tell you. Puka missed I think he missed 1 game short of what CD Lamb missed. However, who's better, Matthew Stafford or Dak Prescott?
Matthew Stafford.
What?
He says what?
Did you hear what he said? Did we record that?
What was the question? I didn't hear.
Did we record what he just said?
Listen, I'm not the.
Wait a minute.
Say that question again because we all
Let me ask you. Make sure I heard you right. Who's better, Matthew Stafford or Dak Prescott?
That's not a crazy question.
Very relevant question.
Matthew Stafford is way better than Dak Prescott. He's not way better.
My dog.
Oh, he said he's way better. He just said way better.
We are in the
when you said how better, you said way better.
He is.
What?
He said way better.
Clark just went to sleep.
He said way better.
Clark said.
He went to
He
sleep.
said Dak Prescott was better.
He said how better.
He went to
said way
sleep.
better.
It didn't matter.
Way
He
better.
said that
He
he
is
lost.
way. I'm just. It's the truth. I mean, there's not outside of Patrick Mahomes.
Matthew Stafford is the second, third best quarterback.
It's hard for me to pick someone else outside of. I know everyone's going to scream Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson. I'm taking Matthew. Who hasn't won?
Josh and Lamar.
Okay, yeah. Matthew Stafford. Let's be honest. If they played that game, if they played the NFC Championship game in Los Angeles over playing in Philly, Philly might not have a Super Bowl because he almost popped them last year. So Matthew Stafford, outside of Patrick Mahomes, is probably the number 2 quarterback in the National Football League.
I'm glad you said that.
I'm just saying.
I'm glad you didn't say Dak. You're right.
Dak is top 5. And he might be 5.
Kevin Stefanski's record, by the way, at Cleveland, just to let you know, we talked about this. He's 42-52.
That's a good stat for
That's not a bad
coach.
For being in that division. That is very good. For being in that division, that is very good because he's in a division with John Harbaugh. He's in a division with the great Mike Tomlin.
Yep.
No.
He's in.
You know the sad part about that though, just real quick. You're right. I'm not saying that the division not. I'm just saying though. But if you're a top tier coach and you haven't developed a quarterback, and you don't have your own quarterback,
and he's an offensive guy.
That to me is my concern in that situation. So Dylan Gabriel
and he's had chances.
Shador has that type of
He's had Baker. He's had Deshaun Watson.
That's a problem.
And here's the thing.
So
when
you're saying,
you like a guy, I think
you're saying that the system.
Yeah, I don't like Kevin Stefanski's offense. I saw how many times he put Deshaun Watson in bad positions.
That's a true statement.
And he got him hurt.
Oh, yeah.
More than once.
He got him hurt.
More than once.
I saw how he tried to tell everybody Baker Mayfield was not an NFL quarterback.
He was wrong.
Yeah.
I saw him tell us that he saw when he went and scouted Dylan Gabriel, he thought this kid should have been a first-round draft pick.
He was wrong.
Crazy.
So how can I sit here and still think Kevin Stefanski's an elite coach? On top of that, an elite offensive-minded coach.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
That's very valid.
That's
touchdown.
Touchdown. San Fran. San Fran just went up. Now 16. Waiting for an extra point to make it 17-3.
17-3.
Listen, Carolina.
That touchdown gonna hurt us.
That hurt.
That touchdown by Rico Dado.
That hurt right there. Carolina
that 7.5 is over.
Carolina defense have been playing well all game. The offense just had not turned it on yet. Still got a little time, but woo, they need to do something quick. They need to put some points on the board this drive.
With all those turnovers and you get no points but 3, that doesn't look good.
That doesn't help you.
Big Mo is going to be on San Fran because they know, heck,
that looks
I
so
can go up there and turn it over on the 1 yard line.
That looked like
you ain't going to score.
That looked like how they drew it up.
That looks so good.
Hey, it looked good in space.
That looked really.
That
when
really
it's
looked
right,
good in
man,
space.
you get hit.
Their run game is nice in space.
And that is really.
They got a lot of motion in the backfield.
It really helped when you run. It really helped when you run a toss behind Trent Williams.
That's sweet, bro.
You can't go wrong running the toss behind Trent Williams, man. How long has Trent
I didn't see anybody.
How long
you won't
Williams?
Trent. How long has Trent been dominant in the league, man?
Since
day one.
Since he was at Washington.
Man.
He's the first ballot Hall of Famer. When it's all said and done with Trent, someone's gonna have to have that conversation. Is he in the Munoz conversation? Is he in the Joe Thomas conversation? Is he in the Ogden conversation?
Absolutely.
Is he in the Walter Jones conversation as being the greatest left tackle?
It's possible.
It's very hard to take away from Ogden.
I'm not saying he
Ogden was a technician.
I said Joe Thomas.
So about
Very hard to compare Ogden.
You played against Ogden, right?
I played with Ogden.
You played with Ogden?
Yeah.
I mean,
So-
with Ogden.
And
I'm
he
saying
was a technician.
Say it again. I didn't hear
Eric
you.
Allen, Larry Williams.
Technician.
We're talking about left tackles.
Eric Allen,
Jonathan Ogden.
Larry did play left tackle a little bit, but he more played guard.
His main position was right guard and right tackle.
But he did play left tackle too.
Willie Rofe.
Willie Rofe is up there.
Willie Rofe is in there, but
Monster.
Hey, and the person who named me Buddha, Lomas Brown.
No doubt.
Low B, man,
does not
perennial
get
all
enough
pro.
credit.
Almost got 17 years.
And don't forget Orlando Pace.
Lomas got 22 years.
Orlando Pace.
And listen.
He got 1 year less than you, bro.
Listen, I'm not saying
Look it up.
About Trent.
what I can't say the difference
Hey,
between
Trent is on his 16th year.
What I can't say the difference between Trent and these guys are, Trent is playing more. Trent is playing in a league now where you're passing the ball 70% of the time. And don't kill me with this segment. I think today the pass rushers might be a little bit better than.
Without a doubt.
Yes.
I agree.
Because some of these guys who are playing DN today would, with their speed, would be a linebacker or a safety.
Yes.
You know?
Without a doubt.
So I think Trent probably played more better pure pass rushers than a lot of those guys we named.
Oh, without a doubt. That much time in the game, you would have seen a lot of really good, talented defensive
Think about
ends.
this. Yeah. Trent Williams has been in the league so long. He's seen the Michael Strahams of the world, the DeMarcus Worries, the Dwight Freeneys, and now he's getting a glimpse of the. Now he's getting a glimpse of the. Think about this. Michael Parsons runs a 4.3. Trent's been in the league. He's seen the Michael Parsons, the Myles Garretts, the DeMarcus Lawrence, the Marcus Ware, the Von Millers. He's seen an abundance of monsters, and he's always been on top. So you gotta show some respect.
Fellas, we come back. We need to talk about Michael Parsons too, because he had a monster game yesterday.
He's a monster.
That your Cowboys got rid of.
Outside, they moved him inside. They did some stuff with him. They moved him around.
That your Cowboys got rid of. We'll talk about that.
No, I mean, let's get to it now. You got my blood going. Let's say that.
Let's say that. We're gonna say that. That's gonna be a good one. That's gonna be a good one. Fellas, great segment as usual. Once again, we're at Santan Mountain Casino in the Bet MGM Sportsbook. Get your parlays, check them out, see how everything going today. A lot of games going on tonight. We watching this.
Get your bets in.
Carolina 49ers game. 49ers up 17-3. Fellas, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. Tip your bartenders and your waitresses. We're going to get some of this food, some more drinks. Stats Sidelines. We out.
Stats and Sidelines starts now.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Stats and Sidelines. I'm your host, Lil D. To the right, my co-host, Chizo. To my left, we got a couple of NFL greats. Former Cardinal, Arizona Cardinals, Michael Bankston. And special guest to his left, former Dallas Cowboy, Daryl Clack in the building. Another special guest to Chizo's right, one of ASU's finest, primetime dame in the building. Fellas, we're here at Santan Mountain Casino. We want to thank them for letting us come up this evening to City Buzz. Miss Daphne making it happen. We loved it. Can't wait till next time. Real quick, game just ended. 49ers, Carolina. 49ers took that one. Carolina had its chances, man, early, like you said, Banks. You get 3 interceptions in the first half, and you only got 3 points from those 3 picks. That's a problem.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, your margin of error, especially when you're playing a good team, is going to be very low. You can't make those mistakes. You got to capitalize on those opportunities with those 3 interceptions. You've got to get more than 3 points. You got to get some touchdowns. As you can see, they didn't do that. They made a bad call and try to go for 2 just because they got that penalty. They should have kept the points on the board, but it didn't make a difference. San Francisco came out on top.
Yeah. I didn't understand that move.
Well, you know what? Carolina, when you had an opportunity to be top of your division, you gotta play much better across the board. Yeah. I don't care. You know, that opportunity don't come all the time. Nope. Don't get it twisted. It don't come all the time. And they didn't take advantage of that. And you can see the better team won. I mean, the NFC West is a tough division.
Right.
Minus the Cardinals. I got to be honest. Chizo, it's okay. I'll tell the truth, shame the devil. Minus the Cardinals, those 3 teams, San Francisco, Seattle, and the 49ers are tough right there. We probably have 2 come out of there for the playoffs. Maybe
you might get you never know. You might
get 3.
I don't know.
Might get 3
because of the Lions. That Lions division.
Yeah, well, the Lions got so many injuries, so you might be right on that one. So it might be an opportunity to have 3 coming out of the division. But you know, the NFC West has been tough for some time.
Right. All season.
Yeah, for some time. So hats off to the 49ers. They won this game, Monday night game. Hats off to Santan Mountain, Gila River Casino. Yes. Thanks for having us out here.
Has the Cardinals always been in the NFC West? When y'all played, was it the NFC West?
No. When we played in the NFC East. We was with the Cowboys. Philly, Giants, and the Redskins at that time. Now the Commanders.
Yeah, we played that every year back then.
That was our division. The NFC East was a tough division, as you can understand. Even though we participated in that division, we wasn't top of that division.
They didn't win then, and they ain't winning now. So,
Mr. Clack, tell me, man, what you thought about the game, man?
Oh my God!
About the game.
Say it again, Clack.
Come on, bro. Come on, man.
Yeah, y'all put me up here. I'm gonna start some stuff now.
You know I got your back 1,000%.
There they go.
Nah, I'm just joking.
I do got a question, Clack. How'd you feel about the Shador last night?
You know what? I think he played an average, simple game. Nothing that was outrageous. Nothing that would tell me, you know, he's that guy. You know, to just be honest about it, he just played an average game, and I think. You know, you have quarterbacks who are humble quarterbacks, and you have quarterbacks who are confident, but you don't have quarterbacks that are out there identifying so much confidence and you haven't done anything yet to prove that yet, especially in the league. And I think from that game, I saw some behavior on some interviews that he had that it was just too much overboard. And I think sometimes he just needs to just shut it down and just focus on improving and playing the game. And I think because of that, that's the problem I think that head coach has with him, is how much of an ego he brings to the table and into that locker room.
And you know what? I said this with Jerome before he left. It's tough for a head coach to deal with a prima donna and aspect. I know he says the right things, but I think a lot of the things that come with it, with Shedeur, it made it difficult, and he had to make a decision. I don't think he made the right decision, because a lot of times what Shedeur did, he humbled himself, and he kept it moving until his opportunity presented itself. Now, unless he's Vanilla Ice and a one-hit wonder, we can't crown him until we see more production, more consistency across the board. He's getting his opportunity to take it to the next level. We'll see what he does with it.
I disagree with both of y'all.
Hold on.
Just Jackson Dart does all the shenanigans. He does the dance. He puts his hand in the air. He does all that. And no one's saying he's a prima donna. No one's saying he needs to humble himself. No one's saying
he's done worse than shit.
You didn't say that about him. You said they want to go up there and give him that opportunity.
No, but
you got to see.
I'm just saying, why when one of us have a little bit of extra, or when we want to show ourselves and act a little different, you need to humble yourself. You need to be happy.
You trying to be racist? We ain't gonna go there.
I'm not saying
we're not going there.
I'm not saying
this is not a black and white thing.
No. We do it.
Black and white thing.
Wait a minute.
There's a black and white.
Hold on a second. But that kid is being judged so much harder than everybody else, man.
Hold on.
First of all, he's being judged on Deion Sanders,
which is harder than everybody else.
He's being
Jackson
judged on
Dart
Deion
came
Sanders.
up there dancing every time he touched the ball. He came up there throwing his wrist in the air just like Shedeur and doing all kind of stuff.
But his publicity was not there.
It don't matter about the publicity. It's about your play.
Not even close to that.
It's about your play, not your publicity.
So if he go up there and you know what, he get on a run, he get 5 yards.
Hey, Jackson Dart get up dancing like he didn't score a 60-yard touchdown run.
And that's his thing to hype up his team, whatever the case might be.
So that's not Shedor's thing?
Come on. No,
because I clearly saw everybody on the Browns.
Well, you know what? We got to go up there and see the next game. And guess what?
Wow.
I'm a Shedeur fan in the aspect of, where he came from, what he's doing, and how he's humbling himself in the situation, the whole 9 yards. Don't get it twisted. I'm not that person. I just want to see the next level. I want him to take all the controversy, all the aspect of the negativity that they have against him, especially his own head coach, and I want him to take it to the next level. That is a motivation and a determination aspect. That would make me think like, I'm going to go up there and prove you wrong.
Listen,
okay, so
I got something to say to that, but hold on.
Let me ask you this. When you listen to, on some interviews that I've listened to, when you listen to some interviews that Shedeur does, is it about the team? Is it about we, the team, or is it just about him?
He always talk about the team. He don't never be talking about we. It's the reporters consistently trying to set him up with some of these questions.
He can only answer what he asks.
Well, sometimes you don't have to answer.
Yeah, you do.
Sometimes you can just.
Do you know how much he would get?
Sometimes you can put it to the point where
I'm only here so I won't get fined.
Really? They would criticize that boy so much, man. Come on,
remember,
he can't do
they
that.
already criticized him for not talking.
Exactly. When he didn't want to talk about it, he got criticized for that.
They're criticizing him again. Just from what I heard on him.
You just said he shouldn't answer questions when he did. The one time he was in the locker room.
There's some questions you can sit there and just focus on just the team aspect. The defense did a great job. The
real question is why you don't like him.
I never said I didn't like him.
You don't.
No, I didn't say I like him.
You don't like him.
I like the fact that
we've already proved that like 5 few weeks ago. You do not like
my
Shedeur
question
Sanders.
is if you haven't been out there yet in the league playing more than one game.
Wow.
Then what?
Why can't he not be himself?
That's not enough.
What's wrong with being himself?
That's not enough to sit there and say you the man for the team.
Listen,
if I wake up and feel like I'm the man, who is you to tell me I can't tell myself I'm the man?
Well, because you haven't done it yet.
That's why he
hasn't
plays
done
like
it
that,
yet.
because
he hasn't got the opportunity.
How?
Okay, until you get the
last
opportunity
time
on a
every
consistent
time
basis,
he's playing,
until you get
he
the
shows us he has something to be the man. When he was in college, he showed us he was the
But
man.
we're not talking about college.
Can we? No, you said
we talking about.
listen.
I'm talking about the league. I'm talking about NFL.
He did better than his counterpart yesterday playing.
Yeah, I'm not saying his counterpart is better.
DC, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's go to the young buck prime that actually played against Shador. Tell us your thoughts on the all of that. What these gentlemen just said about Shador and the whole Shador situation. Again, somebody that you played against.
My personal thoughts, I'm taking things from a different perspective than everybody up here. All we've talked about with Shador since he was coming up on draft night, being slid the way he was slid, the only thing that's been talked about with Shador is controversy, media attention, blah, blah, blah. The question was, what did we think about Shador last night when he played and got a win for Cleveland, which was the first time, I'm sure y'all already talked about it or have discussed it, first time it's happened this century.
0-17.
0-7, literally this century.
0-17.
So, outside of all the controversy that we've gone over every single week since draft day, I'd more like to take it from a perspective of the moment. Let's soak up the moment. I seen before the game, I seen after the game, and I watched the game. Before the game, Shador finally has his chance. They're covering it in the media. What are we seeing of Shador in the locker room? We're coming out the tunnel. His dad is there. He's soaking it up. They're giving him his support. Everybody's happy for him just to get his opportunity. What did we want to see for Shador from draft night? An opportunity. So we finally got to see that as a peer of his and somebody who's played against him, and I'm now in support of him regardless of all the media slander and the controversy. I was happy with the moment. And then on top of that, after 1 week of real first group practice, which I ain't going to give no excuse, nobody cares. He said it himself. Nobody cares that you only had 1 week. Nobody cares that you were ill prepared. It doesn't matter. Are you going to go out and perform? And perform he did. Was it an excellent performance? No. Was it something otherworldly? Like, oh, he definitely should have been the first pick off the board after this? No. But we saw in the moment, he seized the opportunity. He went and played a team game where he included everybody that he could and followed the game plan, which I assume after 1 week, you can't do much more than that. And they went out and got a win. They got a win. He was, I would say, not an outstanding leader on TV, what we would say, but he went out there and did his job. He played quarterback better than his counterparts have been playing. He did his thing, 200 yards. He had a touchdown. He read his reads. And then, again, we saw the coverage that we were hoping to see for the longest time now since draft night. We saw people supporting him. We saw the crowd cheering on him. We saw his teammates flabbergasted at some of the plays that were being made when he was on the field, and everybody seemed to be happy with the win. So to say he's not necessarily a team guy in his interviews, he hasn't always answered questions the right way. He's such an individual. Maybe that's his personality. I can't speak for that. I don't know him all that well. But what I can say is when he went out there and was asked to do the job that we wanted to see him do from the very beginning, he went out and did it, and the moment was there. I was happy to see that.
I agree with you 100%.
I do too. He's still a rookie, right?
I agree with him because Damon is better than you. I got to be honest.
At what? At what?
Everything.
Everything.
Life.
Yeah.
Everything.
I ain't gonna lie.
Yo,
I got to give him credit.
Well,
you know what? You want your
that
kids.
means you're a good
You want
father.
your kids to be better than you.
Wait.
He's a better basketball player than you. A better football player than you.
Stop.
He's taller than you.
You don't even have to speak for yourself
homo. He's more
sometimes.
handsome than you.
What's understood don't need to be explained.
We are-
to be honest,
He
talking for
can see better than you because he doesn't wear glasses.
20 vision. 20/20 vision.
He has better hair than you.
Wait.
He has. Do you need me to stop?
No. He got that Stephen A. Smith.
We are at BetMGM, right? We're at BetMGM, right?
Yeah.
We can go place a bet right now and how many things he's better than me at.
And I promise you, I will bet the house.
No, the only thing you got is more kids than he has.
I better.
As far as I know of, that is true.
That is very true.
As far as I know of.
But that tells you did a good job as a father.
Yeah. That's right.
Your son at such an early age is doing better than you.
You know what? He's very articulate. He's very well spoken. I mean, I'm being serious.
Take Big D money line.
Yeah.
The odds is great.
I got to be real. Even when he took over, when you weren't there, he was very articulate. He was on point. And he kept us all on point when we did the show. So I appreciate it. I'm just giving his flowers right now. So about you.
Awesome.
And stop being jealous. Stop being that person. Stop being a hater all your life.
I will say this. The thing you got over him, he came out of you.
Oh, that's a seed, huh? That's a seed. I think it's a mailman's kid, but don't worry about it.
Let the record reflect, I only hate on the Cowboys. That's it.
Yeah, that's so true.
But
he hates the
to what you
Cowboys.
gentlemen said, I agree with what Dane said. But what to you gentlemen said, I don't like how he's being judged, and Chizo hit it right on the head. Jackson Dart has done more antics this year than Shador, and you haven't heard one person criticize him for zero that he's done. Hold on, Mike.
How many games has he played?
Who?
Dart.
I think he played 4, right? Before he got
Four
hurt?
games.
He started
More than that by now.
No, he started,
More than that. It's probably like
Remember,
6 or 7 games
they
by
benched
now.
Russ like week 3, week 4.
Yeah, so he's been
after the
playing
Cowboy
since,
game. So
6 or
like,
7
And
games by
another
now.
thing,
7 games, right?
Yeah.
And another thing, even though the Giants are the Giants and Jackson Dart has been the starter since they benched Russell Wilson, but at the same time, let me keep it 1,000 as a former player. I'm not watching him. I'm not watching him.
So
and
Shador's getting criticized
Hold on,
just 'cause
finish.
you watching
Hold on. You watching a lot of different things that's transpired. Jackson Dart, he won some games. Don't get it twisted.
but Jackson Dart plays for in New York,
The biggest media-
the biggest market. The biggest market.
Biggest media market in the world.
Can I add this as well?
LA.
But here's the thing, guys. He's been, like you say, he's played, 7 games already?
Shador just played 1.
But you gotta
Exactly.
add this
But
as
you're
well.
That's my
criticizing
point.
him because of an
I'm
interview.
saying,
No, you need
what
some
I'm
more
saying is
consistency,
because
that's all.
there's more consistency coming from Dort than Shador right now. He's only played 1 full game. So at some point, when you get some more games on your belt and see how you're performing with some bigger teams, some better teams,
You just said he wasn't a team player.
that's not what I'm talking about.
Hold on.
I'm not talking
Chizo.
about. I not say that.
Chizo,
you know?
I don't know about Clack.
Right.
So when I got my chance to start, and I'm only going to go with me because I don't know everybody else and their feelings and their emotions. So I'm going to tell you how it went down. We played against, so happened to be the Giants. Here's the true story. So happened to be the Giants.
Was Lawrence Taylor still playing?
No, I'm not that old.
Oh wow! What do you mean? You're not that old. Y'all might be the same. You and LT might be.
Chizo.
How old is LT?
Chizo. I got a picture with him. I talked to him. I said, "Hey, how you doing?" Yeah.
But LT was when I was
Let me
around.
finish my story.
Lawrence was there. LT wasn't.
Hold on, David. Let me finish my story.
Go ahead.
So this is what transpired. We were rookies. It was 2 of us. The third guy wasn't playing. 2 rookies. After that game, the coach came to us and said, "You started." So in my mindset, okay, I got the opportunity to start. Like Shador came in, he had some issues, has a couple of sacks, right? INT when he came in, but he said you the starter. Mm-hmm. So you got to kick it up a notch and have that consistency so you can continue to be
The starter.
the starter.
Right.
And that was the mindset. That's why I said I need to see more. It's not the idea that he's not capable. He's not that type of receiver. He's not that caliber receiver. No, he shouldn't have slid to the fifth round. Not 7th round. I'm thinking about Brandon Rice.
Yeah.
He should have slid to the 5th round. I agree with that. He had better stats than a lot of quarterbacks that were taken before him. I agree with all that. But the situation remains because that's where he went. Can't change that. I was 4th round, 100 pick. I can't change that in 1992. I can't change that in 2000.
1962?
And
Oh, my bad,
25.
92.
I like to tell my story if it's okay in casino.
I heard your first sack was against Terry Bradshaw.
Damn. Boy,
They told me it was Archie.
Archie,
They
baby?
told me it was
You
Archie.
sacked the first man. It's good.
Well, you are a living legend.
Y'all just don't let him finish his
I
story.
ain't fighting in a long time. I ain't fought nobody. I'll be honest.
That's all right.
I ain't fought
You
nobody
can't
in a
catch
long
me right
time.
now. I ain't worried about
Chizo, you so
can
wrong.
definitely catch me.
Chizo, you so
You can
wrong.
definitely catch me.
No, my first sack, believe it or not, was against Randall Cunningham.
Wow, now that's impressive.
Yeah.
Was this young Randall or?
No, it was young. Randall was not that much older than me. I mean, he's a pastor in Vegas. But
that's one heck of a first sack.
Yeah, against Randall.
Appreciate. Kudos to you. Coach.
But back to Shador, I just want to see consistency. That's all it was.
Yeah.
Same thing with me. I want to keep my job. I want to make sure that they picked the right person and they made the right decision to put me in. Because I was put in against a veteran that was there for, I think he was there for 5 or 6 years.
But you were better than him.
And I got his job. So think about it just in general. And y'all all played, and you had to be somebody else. I don't care who you are. You had to be somebody out. You had to be somebody out. You had to be somebody out.
Right.
You had to be somebody out to maintain your job. I just want to see consistency with Shador. Handle his business. Go out there. Playing. He's got to get ready to play against San Fran. San Fran has a better defense, has a better offense, has a better special teams than they play with Raiders.
They got
Raiders,
everything.
They got better everything. Just keep it real. I just want to see him go out there. Now, he go out there and do his thing against San Fran.
Hats
He's
off.
money.
This is what
It's the real deal.
I just wanted to add this before we move on. When it comes to the comparison to Jackson Dart and everything that Jackson gets to do and doesn't get talked about, he plays in New York, and I feel like his situation and where he's at, obviously being in New York is much different than being in Cleveland, but at the same time, understanding who he has on his team. My perspective, I'm seeing every year the NFL has certain guys that we're going to be putting a spotlight on or that we're able to recognize easily, and they get a lot of media coverage. Where Shador is at, there's not a ton of those guys.
Got Myles Garrett,
whatnot.
Myles Garrett.
And that's about it, right? Now, when Jackson Dart does all these antics, he has plenty of other players on his roster that's going to get plenty of media coverage that will take away from all the stuff that he's doing and distract it. Jameis Winston's one of the most popular guys in the league right now. He's always getting coverage. Russell Wilson had nothing but coverage on him, and it was positive, negative, whatever you want to call it. They was talking about him every week until he got benched and after. My boy Cam Scatterboo came in the league, and he has dominated every advertisement, every whatnot, media coverage, and all that good stuff they want to talk about. And they had Malik Neighbors before he got hurt, so they were doing all this talk about all these other guys on his roster. So to say he's in the same, or he should be in the same boat as Shador is just not true, in my opinion, because his situation is not the same. He has a lot of people to take distraction away from all the antics that he does, and it's not like he's out there just winning every game and being spectacular all the time. Is he a playmaker? Yes. Can he hoop? Absolutely. I'm a fan of his as well, but he's not in that much big, like, team-wise, they're not leaps and bounds ahead of Cleveland when it comes to winning games, no moral victories. So I just say the situation being drastically different also plays a huge part as far as why Shador is so focused on when all he does is do interviews, and we barely gotten to see him play, versus Jackson Dart, who's played a lot, hasn't won a ton, but he also does just as many media-worthy controversy, antics, or whatever on the field and off the field that we don't get to talk about.
This guy started in one game, played in 2 games, and has the number 1 jersey selling in the National Football League. You can say what you want.
Mm-hmm. That's big.
His marketability is huge.
Yeah,
nobody questioning that aspect.
Not questioning that.
His marketability is huge. He brings a lot to the table besides his physicality and his play, obviously, because he just had the opportunity in these last 2 games to get on the field. And if he produces on top of that, just think about it, the sky is the limit.
But see, that's what I want him to get judged on, his play. He's been judged on everything except for his play.
Facts.
He just played one game. Like, he's been judged on everything except for his play.
Yeah.
Before he hit the field, he was judged. He hadn't even played because of how he did an interview.
Think about
what he said in the interview, how he looked.
Think about
Judge
this.
him on his play.
Think about this in our Stats Sidelines group chat. Clatt even complained about his shoestring.
I did what?
You said you complained about his shoestrings.
Shoestrings.
You ain't like Shador's shoestrings.
Where'd that come from?
That means he doesn't like Caleb Williams' fingernails either.
Oh no, sir.
Yeah, I don't think anyone on the panel.
No.
You know, but we're not gonna go there.
But Clay, let me say this.
Caleb Williams been
this is
wearing rainbow beanies since the day I met him in college. Ain't nothing new.
No, he's terrible.
This is nothing new.
I can't get
this
into
a long time.
I will say this: the Bears.
I can't get into.
He got the Bears rolling.
So the Bears
are rolling.
Let's go with the teams. The Bears, Broncos, Patriots, Indianapolis. These guys are finding a way. Oh no, Jacksonville till his last one.
Yeah, Jacksonville just won.
They are finding
the Ravens.
The Ravens.
They're on a
Ravens
game.
got Lamar back and they started winning some ball games.
Finding a way to win.
They still finding a way to win. It wasn't dominating. Even the Eagles,
the Cowboys. Are finding a way to win. Go ahead, say it.
You got to add them in there now.
Say it.
You got to add them in there. I know
Say
it's hard.
it.
But
Hold on,
you ain't coughing.
You choking me up.
I know it's hard, but you do got to add them in there.
Choking me up.
They're finding
So as
a
I was
way
saying,
to win.
Chizo, you sit up there and
They're finding a way to win.
interrupt me disrespectfully.
I'm sorry.
But so we got these teams that are finding a way to win ball games that we wouldn't expect. And then we got the Kansas City Chiefs.
I was about to say them.
Are finding a way to lose.
They may have had the most impressive win yesterday. Was the Chiefs?
No.
I said they may have had the most impressive win. They played Indianapolis yesterday.
So who did have the most impressive win?
The most impressive win to me was either out of Kansas City and Dallas. That is a tie for the most impressive win.
At one point in time,
my opinion.
Was Kansas City ever down 21?
Nope.
All right.
They was actually down. No, they wasn't down.
They were down 12.
They was down like 20-6.
They were down 12.
Yeah. And Mahomes did his thing.
Listen,
tied the ball game.
Kansas City didn't look like anything the last couple of weeks. They go into Indianapolis.
I don't know if you've ever played Madden before. Our generation has played Madden.
Plenty of it.
Normally when a team has 21 points, you have to pass the controller.
So does that mean that it's impressive that they spotted the other team 21 points?
Of course.
That's impressive to you?
We literally told, hey, we'll give y'all 21 and still beat.
By our generation standards, that means y'all was supposed to quit at halftime.
No, we don't quit. There's a lot of things in life that quit.
Impressive win.
Impressive.
Is it an impressive win or
you gotta remember,
disappointing in Philly?
I picked Dallas yesterday to win.
You did, sir.
I picked Dallas yesterday to win. Even though you didn't want it, I picked Dallas yesterday.
You know,
you did?
I did. I picked Dallas. I said Dallas would win yesterday.
I will say this.
Surprise.
When it comes to winning football games, Big D has nothing to say. The University of New Orleans Saints are out here playing in the MEAC conference. And I don't
understand why my Houdat Nation just caught a stray.
A stray.
I've kept my mouth shut.
No, you didn't.
He said the
good as I
MEAC
could when it
conference.
came to my squad. You know good and well we are struggling and rebuilding, and you need to give us a break.
You know what the problem is, though?
Talk to me.
They don't even have a quarterback coming out this year that they can
got
go and
Tyler
grab.
Schutz.
In the draft. They don't have a quarterback coming out next year that can help them.
I feel bad for them because they was really begging on Archie.
Nah, they should have got Shador. The Saints should have got Shador.
They did have a
that
chance.
was the thing that I was hoping that would happen.
Yeah.
Was Shador would go to New Orleans.
Honestly, I
think
thought
if
the
Shador
Browns
went to
was
New
gonna
Orleans,
take
we'd be
him,
having a different conversation.
For sure.
I think so.
After watching all these games, I'm not convinced Shador would have made any difference. Whether or not he played good,
the Saints quarterback.
But do you think he'd have more of a chance to?
The Saints.
But do you think he'd have more of a chance to play?
Absolutely. If they would have taken him earlier, he could have played. But I don't think it would have made a difference in the outcome of how he looked.
But you know what I heard today? You know what I heard?
How many wins y'all got right now?
Who?
2. They got 2.
I stopped looking at the record after week 2. I have no idea.
I think they got 2.
They got a measly 2?
Yeah. They got 2 because somebody went to sleep on.
I heard something today that I didn't think about or know until they said it today. I heard it this morning about Shador, and then we're going to leave off this topic. But if you think about this, Shador in the quarterback's room right now at Cleveland, he has no one to tell him
what to do.
Both
of them.
But look,
not just
it's
Shador,
2 rookies.
Dylan too.
It's 2 rookies in the room.
That tells you a lot about that.
So here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. Where is Deshaun at?
Who?
Deshaun. Where is he at?
Rehab.
So no, last
No, but is he in the meetings? What I'm saying
actually,
is.
last night he did.
Last
I did see
night
Deshaun
at the
just
game,
showed
he
up.
was talking to him and showing him different
just
things.
showed up.
That's what I'm saying. So is he just now starting to do that, and he never did this
he
entire
just not
season?
showed up. He's been gone.
Yeah, but you can't expect that from Deshaun because in Deshaun's eyes, Deshaun is still. I don't think Deshaun's 30 yet. So in his mind, he's not. He's not a bridge quarterback.
What's the quarterback that's on that played for the Chiefs and San Francisco that broke his leg?
Alex Smith.
Alex Smith said something.
I did hear that. Yep.
He said
he didn't know.
The craziest thing is in that meeting room with the Cowboys when the quarterbacks meet, right? Mm-hmm. Your offensive coordinator or the quarterbacks coaches say one thing. And as soon as that quarterback coach leave the room, the veteran quarterback would turn to him and say, listen, don't do that nonsense he just said. This is what really is going to happen. This is what you really need to look for. If this blitz coming right there hot, dump that off to your back. And you know what I'm saying? Like, Shador does not have...
Alex Smith said his rookie year was so bad because he didn't have a veteran in the locker room. It was him and a guy who was another guy, and he was like, we struggled.
So there's no one to
bad.
look, because I was going to ask you, DC, when you went to the Cowboys, who was in your running back room?
Oh, he had legends.
So I had Herschel Walker, Tony Dorsett, Timmy Newsom.
I mean, you couldn't help but learn.
So I had Hall of Famers. So
you had Hall of
Larry
Famers.
Zunker?
You learned.
Nah, I didn't have Larry Zunker.
He was in Miami, bro.
Yeah, he's trying to say I'm old, but the thing about that is it all depends on the player.
They
right?
said you taught Jim Brown how to cut.
For example, if I didn't approach Dorsett and ask him questions,
right,
then they probably wouldn't have said anything.
Right.
So it all depends on the person himself. So I'm not sure if Shador is doing that.
But he has no one to go ask the question.
But let me ask you this.
Hold on.
There's no vet in that room.
But let's say there was a play called and you were supposed to block somebody off the edge and you didn't, and you got kicked, you got taken out. When you got to the sideline, none of those veterans was like, on this play you're supposed to do this, or on this play you're supposed to do that.
Yeah, but shouldn't he know this? Know this? I'm gonna tell you. When I came in, I like I said, I gotta just go on me. It was Swan, Mike Jones,
Eric Swan.
Yeah, Eric Swan.
Okay.
And you're looking at guys that just got in the league the year before me, but didn't play that much. But I didn't know no better. I thought they'd been there forever because of the way they carried themselves,
right?
Just in general. I ain't look at your roster, the roster with your numbers. You know how you like 1, 2, rookie, whatever. I ain't look at that. Now, when I found out, I said, "Y'all just got here like me."
So there was no vets in your.
No, we didn't have the vets back then. Well, the vets. I put it like that. We had what's his name?
Williams, Anenis.
No. So you had like Freddie Joe and them, but Freddie Joe and them were linebackers. We were D linemen, so it was a little different. And they did teach you. Like you said, you do need that. They still taught you the way of the game. And I appreciate E. Hill and them. They taught you the way. Aeneas Williams, all those guys taught you the way of the game. And that made a huge difference. And I'm not going to deny that makes a huge difference. But as far as our room, we didn't have a lot of those big-time veterans to give us that understanding of what to do, what not to do.
Well, I know it makes a difference in a quarterback room.
It's a little difference
in a quarterback room.
Quarterback is different.
D-lineman and a quarterback.
Absolutely.
That's a huge difference.
There's so many things that they got to learn on that field.
Absolutely.
There's so many positions.
Your job was to get off the ball and wreck shot.
It's different.
And make a play.
There's
so many intricacies.
Yeah, you have to know.
So that's
you got to know where to line up. You got to know if you got to slant this play, if you got to pick a guy.
But my thing is Shador actually in there in that room with the asking coach, even when the coach is there, you can sit there and say, "Hey, coach, I'm not understanding this."
I will say this:
give more
the only
details
positive
is he actually doing that?
The one positive I got from Kevin Stefanski, he won't say his name. He won't say this. The one thing he did say on that press conference last week was, he called him that kid. He said this kid is dialed in. He's watching film. He knows where the ball's supposed to go. So yes,
so that's a good thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say to your question, DC. Hold on to your question. I'm going to say yes, because I think we would have heard if he wasn't doing what he's supposed to do.
For sure.
As much as they talk about him, we would have heard.
He wasn't doing what he was supposed to. He wasn't watching film.
Plus,
and that's what Miles said too. Miles said last week, Shmuel said Shador has been beating me to the facility.
Yeah, and the thing about that, Shador,
You know what?
Shador has always been.
They said that in the beginning.
He's always had that football
IQ. They said
IQ.
that in the beginning when he first got to Cleveland.
Yes.
They said that he was beating people to the facility.
Yeah, he's always had that football IQ.
He's been a professional.
He's always had that.
He's seen a professional life his whole life.
So I think, y'all think I don't like him. I think it's just that I just want to see him start now. I think he start next week, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So I just want to see
They
him
finally
more.
was forced
I want
to
see
name him a
more
starter
on
today.
the field. A few games.
It was evident.
Based off of judging him off of one game. Right now, based off of the one game, I just see him.
So,
as a normal-
if
it was
you
a
was the
regular
head
game.
coach, would you have went back to Dylan Gabriel?
If I was a head coach, no, I'd start Shador again.
Okay.
It's just
hold on, Chizo. There's a difference. Dylan wasn't hurt.
He was concussed.
He was concussed.
He was concussed. That's why they benched him.
That ain't hurt. We get concussions all the time.
Man, this ain't 1956.
This ain't our world. Ain't like we had where we popped that ammonia
I'm
stick.
gonna tell you how to cure that. Smelling salt.
Get that ammonia.
One time,
pop that ammonia stick.
Yeah,
That's the
ammonia
worst.
stick.
Get on out there.
I
We're
hit
good.
one.
Like them brain cells.
I hit one. I thought I was.
I'm doing the running man. I'm doing the running
First
man.
time I hit the smelling, so I thought I was going to die. My heart stopped, but I couldn't.
Dude, we used to do that just to get the game started.
Yeah,
I
we used
never-
to do that before the game
Yeah, the
started.
game
Never,
started.
never say never. I will never hit a smelling salt again. That was that.
It's real.
It's real. It's real stuff.
We just did that to get the game
I
started.
felt like I was going to die.
Yeah, that's just getting us
rust
going.
that you get.
That's getting us started.
Well, fellas, listen. We were here tonight, Monday Night Football at Santan Mountain Casino. Gila River
Amazing
family.
venue.
Appreciate it. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to
Nice
be
setup. Nice setup.
great
Beautiful.
setup. We're going to be down at Gila River in December, Wild Horse Pass, December 15th. We'll be over there. Shout out to Daphne again for making this happen.
Thank you, Daphne.
Shout out to City Buzz for making this happen behind the scenes.
Yep.
To the fans, everybody that came out, watch the game.
Shout out to Gila River Resort and Casino.
Absolutely. Check us out, statssidelines.com. We'll be back at that time. To all of the guests today, my co-host Chizo, first of all, Primetime Dame, former Dallas Cowboy legend, Daryl Clack.
Of the who?
Dallas Cowboys.
Okay, I didn't know if you said.
Yeah, Cowboys.
We're going to find a way to put that in.
You know what? We're going to stop
we cover.
repeating what he wants to say.
Always.
You're going to find a way to put
Listen,
that in.
they won
every
a game yesterday.
subject we cover.
They won a game yesterday, so I'll let them.
A win is a win.
I let them.
A win is a win in the NFL.
You didn't.
Former Cardinal Michael Bankston, appreciate it.
They lost.
Of the Arizona Cardinals. That wasn't me, Mike. Mr. Blue.
Because I know Mike always give me a hard time, so I got to give him a hard time sometime too.
Days in the house.
To our
2
other
days.
former guests, legends that was here a little bit earlier, with us, former Cardinals, Frank Sanders and Jerome Buddha Daniels. Man, we want to thank everybody. For myself, the host, Lil D, Stats and Sidelines, man. Check us out.
And Big D.
Not the little one.
That one.
Big D. Not the little one. Hold your wrists up for my boy.
Hey,
Shout out to
Prime Time Shador,
nice
baby.
little G-Shock I was
Hey.
gifted by City Buzz. Thank you
Shout out
to the City Buzz.
Shout out to
rep for
Heineken
giving us-
Buzz.
Hey, that got to be a little more clear and more little bling on that one. If you gonna,
Hey, we'll bust that down. We'll send it to Shador and let
Me
him
and
bust
Sid-
it down
me
for
and
us.
Sid-
Hey, I got my Apple Watch.
Me and City Buzz going to have to
They
talk
only
about
say I
that.
got one step. Okay. Because I took the golf cart here.
Hey, Stats and Sidelines, man. We'll see y'all next time. We out.